You always want to start with confidence. Cintas has the essential products and services to help businesses provide a clean, safe environment for their employees and customers. With routine restocking of essential cleaning, hygiene, and safety supplies, on-site cleaning, professional uniform laundering, and testing and inspection of fire equipment and systems. Give everyone the confidence they need to start their day. Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
The Hampton Inn of Muncie is the official partner of Ball State Athletics. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. The Hampton Inn is one of Muncie's finest hotels. Come enjoy our free breakfast, free Wi-Fi, and fresh Hampton beds waiting for you. Less than a mile away from Ball State campus. Don't forget to ask about our Ball State special. Search Hampton Inn of Muncie online at munciesuites.hamptonin.com. At munciesuites.hamptonin.com.
You're listening to a production of SportsLink Digital Radio.
It all builds to this championship Saturday. Ball State and Toledo, and the Cardinals, as they take the floor for their warm-ups, settle into what could be a NCAA tournament clinching victory if they can get it done today. Griffin, Leonard here with Brayden, Carroll. We are happy to be bringing you the Victory Honda of Muncie pregame preview championship edition. So happy to be here. Griffin, Leonard with Brayden, Carroll here from Cleveland, Ohio, from the Rocket Arena. Beautiful morning, a little bit of rain, but we're indoors. Brayden, it is just a wonderful time to be alive, a chance for the Cardinals to punch their ticket to the dance for the first time in 16 years.
Yeah, the only day all week that's been maybe bad weather, a good reason to come out to Rocket Arena if you're in the Cleveland area and catch the biggest game of the season in the Mid-American Conference. Both these teams, the top seeds heading into this tournament, 1 seed for Ball State, 2 seed for Toledo. This is the exact matchup everybody has wanted to see in the championship. It was all chalk heading up to here, but it doesn't matter. Seeding doesn't matter anymore. It's all about this one game, who can get the win, who can earn their ballroom shoes to go dancing.
Let's take a look back at how these teams got here. Ball State, the number 1 seed, you could say they were expecting, well, of course they were expecting, but you can say the media was expecting them to be at this point. I think it's fair to say, Brayden, that the Cardinals have had the least trouble getting to this game and really the least trouble in this tournament of any team involved.
Absolutely. I mean, you're right. The media expected Ball State to be in this one, but I don't think anybody expected them to dominate in the first 2 games like they did. They go out, they beat Western Michigan 82-53. Alli Becky has 14 points, Bischoff 14 as well, a double-double for Marie Kiefer. And then the semifinals against Kent State. That's where people really thought Ball State would have a massive challenge against the Golden Flashes. But again, a double-digit win, 17 points. They outscored Kent State 20-8 in the first quarter. They dominated the entire 40 minutes, forced 18 turnovers, got 22 points off of them, and a ridiculous 42% from beyond the arc. This was a trip to Cleveland that thus far for Ball State has been clean pickings.
And then Toledo on the other side, they have had a couple of scares so far. The 7-seeded Central Michigan Chippewas gave them a first-round ride. Toledo went on a run in the second half and were able to pull away somewhat considerably, but the Rockets have not had it easy. Really, really good semifinal number 2 against the Buffalo Bulls. It was a defensive showcase in the first half, neither team scoring more than 25 points going into the halftime break, and then in the second half, Toledo able to edge out the Buffalo Bulls. But it's been an impressive run for first-season head coach Ginny Bogus. It's been an impressive run for this Rocket team, but of course, they have championship aspirations, only 2 years removed from their last title.
They do. This has been a fantastic first year for Kelly Packard. Ginny Bogus. She has come out. Kenny Packard took this team to a tournament for Ball State in 2009, the last first-year head coach to do so. But for Coach Bogus, she has really just found her rhythm here in the first season. This is a Rockets team that has 4 straight 20-win seasons. A lot of people thought that the Rockets wouldn't be able to continue that with a first-year head coach, but she has come in, made a huge impact on this program like she did at Monmouth for her first 3 years as a head coach. And you look at the run that the Rockets have had. Like you said, Chippewas gave them a challenge. Toledo ended up winning by 18 regardless. McConowitz has 27 points in this tournament, but you look at that Buffalo game. They outscored, the Bulls did, Toledo 10-2 in the second quarter, and they got 24 turnovers off of the Rockets. The big difference was it was all defense in that game. Buffalo only managed 15 points off of those turnovers. And, Toledo, they're looking at how they played against Buffalo, and Coach Bogus is thinking, that was a bogus performance. We can't do that again.
Absolutely, Brayden. And you talk about the way that these teams come out. There's so much to be excited about in this matchup. We're going to break it all down as we continue through the show. Let's go ahead and take a listen. Yesterday at the end of the press conference, Toledo Coach Ginny Bogus was talking about how the team is building. I mean, it's a first-year head coach. You have a lot of new players, and the emphasis, of course, was the defense. Let's take a listen to how she was able to build her team.
And got the job. We didn't have a single double-digit scorer returning on the roster, and we knew we were going to have to double down defensively. This is a really great league. And you look at some of the leagues across the country, and it's in the 50s and 60s. This league can score. It's in the 70s every night. And so we knew we were going to have to double down on our D. And we had experience. We had veterans. We had great rebounders. We had that core group that we knew we could build off of. And they've showed up every day. They've showed up every night. So we just knew we had to guard. We asked them to do a lot of things different. And credit to them for letting us coach them. And we completely flipped the script defensively and offensively, and they bought in right away. And so I'm the fortunate one that gets to sit here before you as their coach. And like Sammy said, job's not done.
That's Coach Ginny Bogus of the Toledo Rockets talking about how difficult it could be to build a program, but she's found a lot of success. I mean, you mentioned it earlier at Monmouth. She took that team that had only won had only won 2 games the year that she was about to come in, turned them into an NCAA tournament team in 2 years. She knows how to build a program, and we've seen it on display yet again here at Toledo.
She's done a fantastic job. You have to give credit to Coach Bogus, She came out as an assistant coach for a long time before becoming a head coach. She had journeys at Kennesaw State, Hofstra, Jack State, Columbia, Marquette, and Penn State before taking the job at Monmouth in New Jersey in 2021. 54 and 52 in 3 seasons as the coach, won the CAA tournament in 2023. I think a lot of people expected that she would come into Toledo and have some challenges with a very veteran roster that was used to one of the greatest coaches in program history in the likes of Trisha Cullip. But now she has come in, made her own legacy as a Rockets coach, kept the momentum going with this veteran roster, and here they are in the MAC championship.
Absolutely, Brayden, and we'll take a break here. When we get back, we'll have more. This is the MAC championship pregame preview presented by Victory Honda of Muncie, just about 20 minutes away, and then the quest to crown a champion resumes for the final time. Griffin, Leonard, and Brayden Carroll here from Rocket Arena. We'll be right back.
So just how big is the Mammoth Pizza at Mancino's? How about a big 24-inch round pizza loaded with all of your favorite toppings? Made to order just for you when you call 287-1300. The perfect size for the big game, the next game, or any event that demands not only the best, but the biggest pizza you can order. And Mancino's is ready anytime. Call, wait 10 to 15 minutes, then head to Mancino's for pickup. Man, is it good. When a large pizza isn't enough, you need at least one Mammoth from Mancino's.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has a new, better flavor. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test. Starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Standards. High standards. That's what sets teams apart. It's also what sets us apart at Pridemark Construction. We're not alone in holding our standards high. Ball State University is among those who do. That's why we're proud to sponsor the Ball State Athlete of the Week. High standards in everyday performance is everything in sport, as well as business. Join us in our pursuit of excellence. Join Pridemark Construction for your next building project and in our support of Ball State University's Athlete of the Week.
Back here on the SL Digital pregame preview presented by Victory Honda of Muncie as we get ready for the 2025 Mid-American Conference Championship basketball game. Ball State and Toledo. Only one will go dancing, but that ticket will be punched in 2 hours' time. Griffin, Leonard, and Brayden, Carroll. We talked about Ball State. They had a fun day yesterday and an extra special fun day for Alli Becky, who celebrated her birthday. Here's what she had to say about that memory.
Birthday, so
Wow.
no, it's all the love today, so much appreciated. Thank you. Probably the top, yeah. This is a special birthday, and the hotel staff came up to me when it was like 6:30 in the morning, brought me a cupcake. So I'm feeling all the love today, and even Kent State's band gave me happy birthday. So
Wow.
no, it's all the love today, so much appreciated. Thank you.
A little bit of a loop there, so we apologize for that. But the point gets across. It's a very special memory for Alli. It's a special memory for her family, who I'm sure has made the journey out here. And I mean, birthday's already happy enough, Brayden, but the chance to punch your ticket to a championship game and set yourself up for, I guess, a little bit of a belated birthday present, not a bad way to spend it.
Exactly, and she's so humble. I mean, you wouldn't have known that it's her birthday if not for the bands singing happy birthday during the game for Ball State, and apparently, according to her, Kent State's band also wished her a happy birthday. You wouldn't know otherwise. She is so humble, a leader on this team, a senior. She had 15 points in that game, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, just dishing the ball out. That's what she provides for this team, the facilitator, the core of this roster. It's built around Alli Becky, and she carries the weight on her shoulders so gracefully. It's never about her.
That's a good point, Brayden. And, of course, an opportunity to celebrate her, to celebrate the team. But there's still some work to be done. But I do want to give a shout-out to the hotel crew for that cupcake. I'm sure that was a happy birthday surprise early on in the morning. But for Ball State, it's a lot, not necessarily of nerves, because this team stayed remarkably calm throughout this journey. But it's just a lot of build-up to what has culminated in this moment, which is the 2025 Mid-American Conference Championship game. Of course, we're just about 15 minutes from tip-off, but for Brady, Sally, and company, they're going to just treat it like any other quick turnaround game. I know, obviously, back-to-back days, it can be difficult to get a team ready this quick.
Exactly, but this team is so battle-born. I mean, they had losses in the regular season to 4 teams, top 50 in the current net rankings in Columbia, South Dakota State, North Carolina, and Ohio State. They also have wins against top 100 teams, Davidson and Northern Iowa. This is a team that knows that they are built for moments like this. They have faced the competition that they needed to feel confidence. They outright won the Mid-American Conference in the regular season. This is a squad that you just know they're not worried. They're not thinking about, oh, it's an early morning, it's 11 a.m., we played at 10 a.m. tomorrow, oh, I'm tired, oh, man, this is going to be a tough game. They're not thinking that at all. They're thinking, hey, let's go out there, let's win this one. And I guarantee you yesterday they celebrated for maybe 15 minutes max after the game and then said, all right, let's see what we've got.
Yeah, well, Brady Sally commented on their preparation process. Spoiler alert, it was a little more than 15 minutes, but they got the chance to kind of take it in for a second and get to work. Here's what Brady had to say.
You know, we're going to have the 2-hour rule. We're going to enjoy the heck out of this for 2 hours. We're not going to think about who we're playing, what we're doing. We're going to smile. We're going to love on each other. We're going to enjoy the experience. And at the end of 2 hours, it's business, straightforward. Let's go. We'll know who we're playing, and it's time to get ready. And, you know, it's a quick turnaround. You know, there's no floor time. There's no anything. You go in a boardroom, you go on the film, and you learn. And so we know it's going to be a good opponent, but we said it right before we had our last practice at home. We all went down and we stood in the paint together. Everybody had feet in. And I told them, I said, okay, on Saturday at about 1:30, I'm going to meet you on the top of the ladder. And they're hell bent on trying to get me there. And I'm hell bent on trying to get them there. And so we got 40 minutes to go lay it on the line. And you know, like you said, it's everything that any basketball player wants to do. And we've got a great opportunity. And but I think, you know, tomorrow for us, I think will be more about getting to go do it again with each other, regardless of the game or anything else. It's just, man, we get to go do this again. And they love each other that much.
Coach Brady Lee summing it up pretty well, Brayden. 40 minutes to go lay it all on the line.
I love that quote of him at the final practice at Worthen, getting everybody in the paint and saying, 1 to 1:30 on Saturday, I'll meet you at the ladder. I mean, it's almost a Hoosiers moment, you know, measuring the court. Hey, it's just like ours back at home. It's just taking it all in. The calm before the storm. They have been in the middle of the storm all week. 2 games in 1 week. They've dominated, and it's all accumulated to this one. And I guarantee you, he brought back the memory of that moment in the paint. Said, this is where we do it. This is the final game until we punch our ticket, cement our legacy, and send the Core 4 out on a bang.
Absolutely. They have the chance to do that, chance to earn some silverware, some jewelry, whatever you want to call it, a chance to win a title. And we will find out the victor in just a couple of hours. Really excited for this matchup. Griffin, Leonard, and Brayden Carroll on site at Rocket Arena in Cleveland, Ohio for the 2025 Mid-American Conference Women's Basketball Championship game. Ball State and Toledo coming up soon. Well, we have a minute, Brayden. Let's quickly jump into impact players. Who do you have for each team as somebody who's really going to step up in this matchup?
You know, I look at Sammy McConowitz for this Toledo squad, and I think she's going to have a massive game. You look at her track record as a Toledo Rocket. She started every single game in her career. She's been on the team since 2020. That's good for 158 starts. Probably going to get her 159th today. Of course she's starting. She's a grad student from Ohio. She has scored 27 points in this tournament, leading the team in points per game with 13.6. I think she's going to go out there, be the impact player for this team.
And then how about for Ball State on the other side?
Well, I look at Ball State, and you have to think, of course, Alli Becky is going to make her impact. But, man, you look at the way that Lachelle Austin played against this tough Kent State squad yesterday. 21 points, a season high, just below her career high, which she got against Eastern Michigan, 27 points, if I remember correctly. She went out there and she performed in the way that we haven't seen her do so yet as a Cardinal, and it builds so much confidence in this team knowing you have so many facets to work with.
Absolutely, and of course, important to make sure that the attack is spread out. We'll see who rises up today for the Cards. We'll step aside and be back in 60 seconds. This is SL Digital Basketball presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, Papergo toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
Almost time for tip-off between Ball State and Toledo, the 2025 Mid-American Conference Championship basketball game. So excited for this matchup. the culmination of a really impressive season for both Ball State and Toledo. Only one will come out ahead this morning from Rocket Arena in Cleveland, Ohio. Griffin, Leonard here with Brayden, Carroll. Brayden, let's get into some keys to the game. What do you see in this matchup?
Well, I look at the way that Toledo played against Buffalo in the semifinals. They were outscored 10-2 in the second quarter, and Buffalo, they managed 24 turnovers on this Toledo team. So if I'm the Rockets, I'm looking at that game. If I'm Coach Bogus, or Bogus specifically, I'm thinking we have to find a way to minimize turnovers, because this is a Ball State team that thrives on forcing points in transition. They had 22 points off turnovers against Kent State, and the Golden Flashes only had 18 turnovers. Now that's still a high mark, but you compare that to Toledo's 24, and suddenly it looks much bigger, and you're thinking, man, if Ball State can force that amount of turnovers on this Toledo team, who knows how many points off of turnovers they're going to end up getting. If the Cards can run the fast break well, it's going to spell great things for them and massive trouble for Toledo. For the Cardinals, you look at how they shot the three ball. I don't think that you can rely on the three-point shot like you did against Kent State. I mean, sure, you shot 10 of 24 from beyond the arc against the Golden Flashes, but you can't rely on that. You can't say, oh, we're just going to keep on shooting our threes at an unbelievable rate in this tournament. You have to find other ways to score here. I think the Cards need to drive it in the paint, be aggressive on Toledo, go straight to their bigs, down on the blocks, and don't rely on the three-point shot.
Thank you very much, Brayden. And as far as early on in this contest goes, first 5 minutes, what are you looking for from either side?
I'm looking to see how Toledo plays pacing-wise. This is a Cardinal team that tries to, rather than stretch out possessions, keep things quick, especially on defense. They're playing the full perimeter, looking to get steals, get in the way of passing lanes, trying to intercept balls. If I'm Toledo, I'm wondering what pace they're going to play at. Because if they're going to play the Western Michigan game and run this shot clock down, I think that plays against the way the Cardinals want to operate. Meanwhile, for Ball State, I just want to see if they can start off as strongly as they did against Western Michigan and against Kent State. They went on a 20-8 run in the first quarter against the Golden Flashes, and that start basically cemented from there who was going to win the ball game. So if the Cardinals can come out strong here, then I'm interested to see what can Toledo do from there, because this is a Ball State team that they control the first quarter, they'll control the second, they'll control the third, they'll control the fourth. You can't let them start off strong.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Brayden. Just about 5 minutes from tip-off here, we will take a break and be back with our starting lineups and with tip-off here from the Rocket Arena in Cleveland, Ohio. It is the 2025 Mid-American Conference Basketball Tournament, the championship game. We'll have it soon. SL Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
For the best stories, access, and coverage of Ball State sports, follow SportsLink on social media platforms Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. Search @BSU SportsLink.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Your home for live Ball State sports, streaming right in your timeline.
This is SportsLink Digital.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, Papergo toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
SportsLink is the official production partner of Ball State Athletics.
All the chirp you can handle.
Whether you're getting ready for the big game or getting ready for the workday, you always want to start with confidence. Cintas has the essential products and services to help businesses provide a clean, safe environment for their employees and customers. With routine restocking of essential cleaning, hygiene, and safety supplies, on-site cleaning, professional uniform laundering, and testing and inspection of fire equipment and systems. Give everyone the confidence they need to start their day. Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Back here from Rocket Arena, it is just about time to get into game action here. The two teams on the court warming up. Ball State on the far side, Toledo on the near side opposite their fans, which I might add have come out in forces, Brayden, Carroll. 2 hours from Toledo, 4.5 from Muncie, but at least this near side of the lower bowl is over 80% full, if not more.
And it's hard to be surprised. I mean, this Toledo Rockets faithful, they show up in numbers to every single MAC tournament game. They've been here for both the women's and the men's side, and I'm not surprised to see them here. Now, something to note, when they played Buffalo, their crowd was pretty quiet for most of the game. You mentioned it while we were watching it after the Ball State game. It seemed like only until they had the lead and were well in control during timeouts even did they really get loud and show their presence. Now here they're a little bit loud cheering on their Rockets before the game, but we mentioned that a key for Ball State is to start off strong. If they start off strong, they may be able to take this Rockets crowd out of it.
That's a really, really good point. It's absolutely something to watch early as Ball State tries to control the play, but they try to control the atmosphere. And with a Toledo crowd that is one of the best, you look at the attendance numbers, they average almost double an average home attendance than any other team in the Mid-American Conference, including Ball State. It's a Toledo team that will get loud and will get active if Ball State lets them. Let's go ahead and get into our starting lineups presented by Victory Honda of Muncie. First for the Toledo Rockets. They're coached by first-season head coach Ginny Bogus. You mentioned it earlier, Brayden. She's trying to become the first coach in the Mid-American Conference since Kelly Packard in 2009 to win the Mid-American Conference tournament in her first season with the team. Of course, Kelly Packard, well, that was the last time that the Ball State Cardinals won the tournament at all as fire shoots off in Rocket Arena. Let's get into our starting lineups. The 6-foot graduate senior out of Jefferson, Indiana, Nan Garcia, starts wearing the number 1. She was the 2025 Sixth Player of the Year, but she started yesterday. She starts again today. Of course, she's joined by Candace Dykstra, 5'8" sophomore guard out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Only had 2 points yesterday, but she has found herself a role in this Rocket team. 5'9" graduate out of Indianapolis, Kara Goss joins the starting lineup. The guard wears the number 22, 11 points a game, 2-time MAC All-Defensive Team, and one of the team captains on this Rocket squad. Of course, Sammy McConowitz, the star for the Toledo Rockets, 13 points. Second team All-MAC this season, third team last season. She has started in all 149 career games, counting today. And then Kendall Carruthers, 11 points a game. She stands at 5'7", the sophomore out of Toledo, Ohio. Transfer out of St. Francis in Pennsylvania. She is the final player on the starting lineup for the Toledo Rockets. For Ball State on the other side, they're coached by Brady Sally, looking for his first Mid-American Conference tournament title in his coaching career. Alli Becky starts for the Cardinals, 5'8" senior out of Brownsburg. She's joined by Lachelle Austin, who stepped up in the semifinal. Eastern Michigan transfer had 21 points on 8 for 11 shooting, including 4 triples. She stands at 5'7", the senior. Marie Kiefer, number 14, 6'2", senior out of Alexandria, Kentucky, the 2025 MAC Defensive Player of the Year. Alex Richard, 6'1", senior, wears the number 20, Avon, Indiana native, All-MAC second team in 25, and her third year in the Cardinal and White. And Madeline Bischoff, 10 points a game, 35% three-point shooting. She's had at least 3 triples in both of the first 2 games for the Cardinals in this tournament. All-MAC third team last season. She has been impressive for Ball State. Those are your starting lineups. We are so close to getting into game action. Brayden, we've missed a wild opening segment here at the Rocket Arena with fire shooting off, some intro videos, nothing like what we saw in the opening rounds, but it sets the atmosphere. I love it.
I mean, I have goosebumps right now. The pyrotechnics, even the lights here have changed colors to warrant the colors of the starting lineups. Toledo got blue all over Rocket Arena, and the Cardinal red shines right now on Ball State. This is exciting. You can tell just how much this means. And, you know, it's the 25th year that the MAC tournament has been held in Cleveland. Not surprised that they're putting on a show for the anniversary, and I have a feeling that Toledo Ball State, they're going to do so as well.
A quick shout out to this tournament before we get into game action. It has been superbly run, 25 years in Cleveland. Everything from behind the scenes to the on-court action has been handled wonderfully. And we are very grateful for the hospitality we've received out here as we prepare for one last game in Cleveland, Ohio this year. The winner books their ticket to the dance. 1 seed Ball State, 2 seed Toledo. Ball State in the huddle, Toledo on the far side wearing the yellow jerseys, yellow pants, blue stripe running down the side with the navy blue numbers and letters. Ball State, they're in the white uniforms, white tops, white bottoms, the red trim around the waist with the red and black numbers, and the Cards are out on the court.
Man, so much energy in here. I mean, I'm shocked. The crowds are active already. We haven't even started yet. This is going to be fun, Griffin.
Get ready to buckle up for 40 minutes of bliss. We cannot wait. The teams are out on the court. It will be McConowitz and Marie Kiefer to start this one off from the tip. Ball State moving right to left on your radio dial. And they will do so. On the first possession, Marie Kiefer wins the tip. The clock rolls, and we begin the 2025 Mid-American Conference Championship game. Becky, the toss off to Lachelle Austin. Austin right wing. Alli Becky, the swing pass left side. Free throw jumper, Alex Richard off the pass from Becky, missed it, and the long rebound goes to, that is Carruthers. Kendall Carruthers controls on the top, throws to Garcia. Nan Garcia, right elbow, over the top pass to Carruthers. Handoff left wing, turning the corner, McConowitz. And now it is Goss. Goss top of the key. Carruthers dropped the basketball. 7 on the shot clock. She gets it back. Garcia right wing. Garcia at the end of the shot clock. Steps back. Throws a off-balance jumper. No good. Missed everything except the backboard. But it's a shot clock violation and a turnover for Toledo in their opening possession.
You know, Garcia not really one to thrive at the top of the key running the offense. She is a guard/forward, but she hardly ever runs the point. There with 5 seconds left, she is not the player you want with the basketball taking a shot.
1 minute gone. It's scoreless here in Cleveland. Marie Kiefer right elbow. Takes a dribble in. Passes out right wing for Bischoff. Top of the key, Richard. Swing pass left for Austin. Austin dribbles inside. Stops. Right wing, Kiefer on the toss. Off-ball screen, frees up Becky. 8 on the shot clock. Dribbles right elbow. Throws the cutting pass inside. It was tipped and stolen. Toledo left to right the other way. In transition they go. Dykstra penetrates the lane. Throws far side. Three-pointer for Carruthers. It goes down. Opening points of the Mid-American Conference Championship game to the Toledo Rockets, who lead 3-0 a minute and a half in.
Great transition offense. Take it down low. The forwards, guards swing out. Open corner 3.
Becky spin in the lane. Oh, she dropped her. Layup goes for Alli Becky. The Cardinals are on the board. It's 3-2.
That's a tone setter right there, right after the open 3. Little dribble move, take her down.
Goss controls right wing for Toledo, who leads by 1. Hard drive, McConowitz inside. She scores off the right side of the glass. 5-2 Toledo, 2 minutes gone. And we have a stoppage as Alli Becky is shaken up after defending McConowitz in the lane. She stands just on the out-of-bounds portion of the baseline. Couldn't quite see what happened live. She gives a high five to Alex Richard and says, "I'm okay." And that is a sigh of relief.
I couldn't see what happened either. I don't know if she just took some contact maybe to the chest, lost her breath a bit, but it didn't seem like anything to the head, anything to the lower body. Maybe just a tough shot to the core.
Toledo by 3. Alli Becky dribbles right wing, throws into the far corner for Bischoff. Lob pass inside. Kiefer disrupted. Got it back. Ball hit the baseline, but it was off of Toledo, and Ball State will inbound with 13 on the shot clock.
McConowitz and Garcia are just so tough down in the low block. When they have the double team on a driving Cardinal, they're going to have the advantage.
Baseline left, Becky to Kiefer. Kiefer spins in the lane, finds some room and scores with the left hand. 5-4, Cardinals trail, 7:30 to go. Carruthers to Dykstra, top of the circle, dribbles in, low block, stops the dribble, spins on Becky, throws it inside, Goss the turn, and a turnover. We had a travel. The ball going to the Cardinals the other way.
Kara Goss, one of the few players on this Toledo team that didn't have a turnover against Buffalo, but there she is, falling for one.
Becky with the chance to give the Cardinals the lead for the first time. Alex Richard throws the pass inside to Kiefer, but Kiefer is fouled while trying to bring the ball in. The foul will go on Sammy McConowitz, and the Cardinals will have a fresh 20.
McConowitz wrapping the arm around Kiefer's arm. Maybe a smart foul there early in here. It prevents the open layup that she would have had regardless, but the foul prevents it.
Becky, the inbounder, throws a pass into Richard. Richard rises up immediately and knocks down the 8-footer. Ball State leads for the first time. It's 6-5, 7:02 on the first quarter clock.
It's that jumper inside the arc that Richard has really honed in on as of late, using it again there.
Destiny Robinson in for Candace Dykstra, the first player substituted in this contest. They tried to throw a pass into her. It was deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Toledo baseline left with 6:52 on the clock. Robinson, the inbounder, throws it into Nan Garcia, right wing. Gets the handoff. Robinson to Goss. Goss, Garcia, right elbow. Tries to drive in on Richard. Using the body, working inside. It's blocked by Richard. Becky, her pass, stolen. Stolen by Goss. Here's McConowitz. Robinson. Carruthers, the shot fake. Pass inside, deflected. Stolen by Becky. And then a foul going the other way. McConowitz, there's two quick ones. She's going to watch it, and here comes a substitution in as Evelise Cole will sub in for Sammy McConowitz, and what an early loss that is for Toledo with 2 fouls.
That's a brutal loss. McConowitz, the leading scorer on this team, leading rebounder, leader at the free throw stripe, 82%. She's the impact player. You can't lose her to fouls this early.
6 minutes, 20 seconds to go in quarter number 1. It's 6-5 Cardinals. Becky, top of the key. We have not seen Becky since those opening 2 points for Ball State. Kiefer to Austin, right side of the circle. Lob pass inside, 15 feet out. Richard rises and scores. Alex Richard, back-to-back jumpers for the Cards. They lead by 3.
I mean, you can't give her space. You cannot give her space for a mid-range jumper inside the perimeter. She'll take it, she'll hit it.
8-5 Ball State. It's Jessica Cook into the game, right elbow. Dribbles to the free throw line, now the left elbow. Throws far corner, long 2 for Kara Goss. She missed it. Rebound goes to Marie Kiefer, and Becky goes the other way for the Cards, right to left. 5:40 to go in the first quarter. Toss out to Kiefer. Kiefer, the right elbow drive, out to Richard. She'll rise again, this time airballed it long.
A little too quick on the trigger there.
Long outlet pass. They get into Cook. Far corner. Goss, the ball fake. Shoots the 3. It rolls around, no good. And Richard snares the board.
Tough start for Goss here. Just not getting the shots to fall. She's had good looks, but tough goings.
8-5, 5:12 to go in quarter number 1 as we near our first media break. Becky turns the corner. Her pass deflected again. It's turnover number 3 for Alli Becky. Here goes Carruthers. She lost the ball, and it is out of bounds to Toledo. And that was Goss, excuse me.
Alli Becky, I don't want to say has gotten away with them, but she has been very aggressive on these fast breaks down in the paint. Usually those draw fouls. There's been 2 scenarios where she has gotten in the way, disrupted those fast break cuts inside. Both of them easily could have become fouls. I mean, and that would be devastating for Ball State.
Two substitutions in for Ball State. It's Malia Johnson and Ely Stuck, the only two Cardinals on the roster that have played in the NCAA tournament. Of course, with the win today, that will change for everyone. Toledo has made 5 substitutions already in the opening 5 minutes. They're a deep team. They throw it inside. That's Novorowski into the game for the first time. She missed the layup, nearly got her own rebound, but she juggled it out of bounds, and Ball State will have possession after the media timeout. It's off to a fiery start, folks. 8-5, Ball State leads. 4:55 to go in quarter number 1. This is the 2025 Mid-American Conference Women's Basketball Championship game on the SportsLink Digital Radio Network, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
For the best stories, access, and coverage of Ball State sports, follow SportsLink on social media platforms Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. Search @BSU SportsLink.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Your home for live Ball State sports, streaming right in your timeline.
This is SportsLink Digital.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, Papergo toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
SportsLink is the official production partner of Ball State Athletics.
All the chirp you can handle.
Whether you're getting ready for the big game or getting ready for the workday, you always want to start with confidence. Cintas has the essential products and services to help businesses provide a clean, safe environment for their employees and customers. With routine restocking of essential cleaning, hygiene, and safety supplies, on-site cleaning, professional uniform laundering, and testing and inspection of fire equipment and systems. Give everyone the confidence they need to start their day. Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Back here with 4:55 to go in the first quarter of the 2025 Mid-American Conference Women's Basketball Championship game. A spot in the big dance on the line for the Ball State Cardinals and the Toledo Rockets. Brayden, you had a blunt but somewhat accurate take over the break.
Exactly. Toledo should have the lead right now, but they're playing devastatingly bad to start off. I mean, I'm just being honest. 2 of 7 from the field, 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. They forced 3 turnovers, and they're down 3. They've had good looks, but they just haven't gotten anything to fall other than some minor shots. I mean, this is just a bad start for Toledo.
4:45 to go. Marie Kiefer, 3-ball out of the timeout, missed it just a smidge long, and the rebound is grabbed by Novorowski. 5 on the floor for the Cardinals out of the timeouts is Stuck, Johnson, Kiefer, Austin, and Bischoff. Novorowski throws right wing. It's stolen by Kiefer as it was juggled and dropped by Robinson. They go up top to Malia Johnson, but she juggled the ball, and the teams trade turnovers.
Both of these teams, happy feet, sloppy play.
Novorowski, left wing, hands off. Robinson tries to turn the corner. That's McConowitz back into the game with 2 fouls. Carruthers top of the key. Now it's Robinson. Robinson to the right elbow for Novorowski. Hands back off Robinson. 10 feet out, back to the basket, throws it outside. Fed Robinson the 3. Rolls around, no good. First shot we've seen from Faith Fed Robinson, who only shoots 17% from behind the arc.
You know, that almost went down, but that's not the look you want.
Lachelle Austin, Kiefer the long 2 off the catch. No good. Rebound goes right side, and Malia M.J. Johnson's fouled, or rather commits the foul on the rebound. She got tugged down to the ground, but gets the call against her.
That's a hard foul. Navarowski sent MJ straight to the floor with an outward arm. You know, of course, that's not going to be anything more than just a common foul, but, man, it's getting aggressive down in the paint.
3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Goss, McConowitz, swing pass left side. Robinson to Fed Robinson. Faith Fed Robinson, the left-handed layup. She breezed by Marie Kiefer, and the Rockets are within one.
There you go. Take it to the cup. Don't settle for threes that aren't there. Fed Robinson doing what she needs to do.
3 minutes and 15 seconds to go in quarter number one. 8-7, make it 10-7. Alli Becky with a tough left-handed shot. Goes in off the glass, and then Toledo throws the ball away. It was intended for Robinson. Becky with the steal. Inside to Stuck. Took some contact. She scores. Points off turnovers, so key in this contest. Ball State up to 8 now.
I mean, Garcia, the sloppy pass and then no defense down low on Elise Stuck. Tried to draw a charge. That was never going to happen. I don't know what she was thinking.
Ball State by 5, 2:43 to go in the first quarter. Fed Robinson turns the corner. Guarded by Stuck. Throws a pass to Destiny Robinson, gets it right back. Fed Robinson, a screen from Garcia. MJ the help defense. Into Garcia. Man, Garcia not on the scoreboard yet. Blocked from behind. Garcia denied. Here goes Becky right to left.
And a substitution game ready to come in for Garcia. Clearly she's struggling early here.
Becky turns the corner. Free throw line. Bounce pass inside. MJ Johnson to Kiefer. Kiefer tries to finish. Left the layup short. McConowitz, 3-on-2 the other way for Toledo. In transition, the three. Kara Goss knocks it down. 2:05 to go in the first quarter. It is 12-10 Ball State.
And Goss needed that 0 of 2 from the field before hitting that open three.
Inside MJ Johnson. Offensive foul going the other way. MJ barreled into Nan Garcia, who forces the offensive foul and will head to the bench, as you mentioned, Brayden.
And that time, that's the right decision by Garcia in the restricted zone to try and draw the charge. MJ leading in with the elbow, the shoulder, to go hard to the cup. She recognizes that. She stands firm. She draws it. That's the right move by a veteran player.
Bringing the ball up the floor, it's Candace Dykstra. Toledo trails by 2, under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Dykstra, penetration in the lane, stopped by MJ Johnson. She throws outside for Goss. Goss just hit the triple. Now they throw it back inside. The turn and the bucket for Jessica Cook. In off the window, we're tied.
The size down low for Toledo. Take it to the cup. That's what works against this team.
Elise Stuck going right at him. Left it short. No good. A quick and empty possession for Ball State.
That size difference starting to show. Toledo's hitting their shots down in the paint. Ball State struggling to get anything to fall.
Dykstra for the lead. No, it's an offensive foul. Missed the shot, but the charge goes the other way regardless. It's an offensive foul on Dykstra. That is her first personal. MJ Johnson will take a seat for Alex Richard with 1 minute and 15 seconds to go in the opening quarter. We're tied at 12.
Mentioned it earlier, both teams starting to get real aggressive down in the paint. A lot of charges here early on, and both teams are relying on their points down low underneath the basket.
Becky turns the corner off the Elise Stuck screen, throws the pass inside for Richard. It was deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cards with 1 minute and 3 seconds to go in the quarter.
There's just a sense of tension in this arena right now. 12-12 close here in the first quarter. Ball State hasn't faced something like this yet in Cleveland.
Ball State is scoreless for the last 2 minutes. Toledo has hit 3 of its last 4 shots. Becky threw the pass to Stuck, and Elise Stuck could not get a hand on it. It's another turnover. Call that 6 turnovers for the Ball State Cardinals in the opening 9 minutes. Kendall Carruthers back in for the Rockets, and they will give that turnover to Becky. That's her 4th.
I don't care what type of team you are, how good you are, if you're number 1 in college basketball or dead last. If you make it to the championship game of your conference or even the national championship, those championship jitters are very real, and they're showing out here in the first quarter.
Fed Robinson, the inbounder, will toss it into Carruthers, and the Rockets stroll left to right across the timeline. Under a minute to play in quarter number 1. It has been an entertaining first quarter for both of these two teams. Carruthers drives to the right elbow, stops, throws near corner. Now they get it inside to Cook, double team. She scores anyway. Oh boy, Jessica Cook is up to 4 off the bench, and Toledo has the lead once more.
Jessica Cook fired up. Double team over Becky.
Alli Becky trying to do it herself. Now gives it near corner. Pass deflected out of bounds by Fed Robinson. It was Austin trying to get it to Bischoff, who would have been open for a triple. The ball never got there.
We're starting to hear that Toledo section get loud. They have the lead. Ball State hasn't been down in the first quarter for more than the first 2 minutes here in Cleveland.
The momentum swinging in the Rockets' favor. Cardinals with still 30 seconds to steal some of it back. Stuck, rises up for the tie. It dies on the back rim and falls down. Shot clock dark, it's 14 even.
The rim kind to the Cards. Elise Stuck, a little strong shot, but the kiss and the touch in.
Stuck now 2 for 3 from the floor. She is tied with Richard and Becky at 4 points apiece. They've combined for 12 with the Cardinals 14. Dykstra barking out instructions left wing. Gives it up. Carruthers, 2 on the clock. Step back triple. Missed it short. End to 1 here in Cleveland. The Rocket Arena's home to the 2025 Mid-American Conference Basketball Tournament Championship. And we are being treated to a thriller. 14-all at the end of 1. The Cardinals and the Rockets. This is the 2025 Mid-American Conference Basketball Championship right here on SL Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
So just how big is the Mammoth Pizza at Mancino's? How about a big 24-inch round pizza loaded with all of your favorite toppings? Made to order just for you when you call 287-1300. The perfect size for the big game, the next game, or any event that demands not only the best, but the biggest pizza you can order. And Mancino's is ready anytime. Call, wait 10 to 15 minutes, then head to Mancino's for pickup. Man, is it good. When a large pizza isn't enough, you need at least one Mammoth from Mancino's.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has a new, better flavor. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test. Starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Standards. High standards. That's what sets teams apart. It's also what sets us apart at Pridemark Construction. We're not alone in holding our standards high. Ball State University is among those who do. That's why we're proud to sponsor the Ball State Athlete of the Week. High standards in everyday performance is everything in sport, as well as business. Join us in our pursuit of excellence. Join Pridemark Construction for your next building project and in our support of Ball State University's Athlete of the Week.
Indiana's top sports media school in 2024 by the Indiana Association of School Broadcasters.
This is Ball State Sports Link.
Time for the second quarter here from Rocket Arena in Cleveland, Ohio. Griffin, Leonard here with Brayden, Carroll, tied at 14 points apiece after 10 minutes time. Brayden, what have you seen here in the opening quarter? Both teams with decent shooting stats. I mean, Ball State's shooting up over 50%, but it really doesn't feel like it, does it?
You know, I like to equate a lot of sports, especially basketball, to chess. And this game kind of feels like when you're a high rating and then you go into a game of chess and you just blunder right out of the opening. 6 turnovers by both of these teams. It's been sloppy. Sure, the shooting has been decent, but you look at the shot selections by both of these teams, the open looks they're missing, and then they're taking just ridiculous threes that don't really make sense. We saw Garcia early take one, granted with the shot clock running down, but you don't want her taking one from the top of the key with defense all over her, and there was still about 4 seconds left on that shot clock. We haven't seen the best decision making here, and I think whoever can win this first half is whoever can just get their heads together.
Second quarter underway with the Rockets going left to right. One thing to note, Brayden, in that semifinal game, the Cardinals took a lot of threes early. In quarter number 1, they only attempted 1 shot from behind the arc. Carruthers, top of the key, guarded by Austin, tries to drive left side, gets stopped on the shoulder, passes out right side for Dykstra, who dribbles to the logo in the painted area, bounces off the glass and scores for the Rockets. The first points of the second quarter, and they lead by 2.
That's tough by Dykstra. Go ahead, drive on the MAC Player of the Year. Finish down there.
Becky, the screen from Kiefer, steps back for the long triple, missed it way off to the left, and it takes a rough bounce out of bounds. Toledo basketball going the other way with 9:22 to go in the second quarter.
And that's just another turnover for Ball State, their 7th of the game. This is uncharacteristic of Coach Salih's squad.
Toledo is on a 9-2 run now, and they lead by 2. Here's Karagash. She walked with it, had the shot fake in the near corner, spent a little too long assessing her options, and commits the traveling violation.
Again, still, no one has their heads properly into this game. It's those championship jitters, Griffin. They're coming out here in this first half.
1 minute gone here in quarter number 2. Bischoff to Becky, top of the key, back to Bischoff. She's open for her triple, missed it a little long. The rebound goes to McConowitz, and it's saved in bounds, Toledo basketball.
That's the right move. Bischoff's there in the wing, just can't connect.
First shot attempted from Bischoff looked good, but it did not fall. The Cardinals now 0 for 3 from behind the arc. Carruthers, Garcia, right elbow. Pump fake, the drive on Richard, through the pass over the head of Dykstra, out of bounds to the Cardinals, and Alli Becky took a shot to the upper body. Dykstra missed the pass, and then the arm on the follow-through slammed into Alli Becky, who went down now for the second time today. She is getting battered out there.
I mean, the tensions are going to flare here. You know, we know Nan Garcia is one of the most aggressive players in the conference in mid-major basketball, and she's struggling right now. 0-3 from the field, 2 turnovers, and she is dishing out a lot of damage down there, and I don't think that that's just because that's what she does, but it's also a bit of frustration, and you hate to see a star player being just beaten down there.
Decision from the referees is they'll use this as the media timeout. Stool step aside. 8:31 to go in the second quarter. It's 16-14. Just 2 points so far in frame number 2. This is the 2025 Mid-American Conference Basketball Championship on the SL Digital Radio Network, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Whether you're getting ready for the big game or getting ready for the workday, you always want to start with confidence. Cintas has the essential products and services to help businesses provide a clean, safe environment for their employees and customers. With routine restocking of essential cleaning, hygiene, and safety supplies, on-site cleaning, professional uniform laundering, and testing and inspection of fire equipment and systems. Give everyone the confidence they need to start their day. Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
The Hampton Inn of Muncie is the official partner of Ball State Athletics. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. The Hampton Inn is one of Muncie's finest hotels. Come enjoy our free breakfast, free Wi-Fi, and fresh Hampton beds waiting for you. Less than a mile away from Ball State campus. Don't forget to ask about our Ball State special. Search Hampton Inn of Muncie online at munciesweets.hamptoninn.com. At munciesweets.hamptoninn.com.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
From the bell tower to your
Ball State
smartphone.
fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, Papergo toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
Anywhere in the world.
Never miss Ball State Sports with SportsLink Digital.
back here at the Mid-American Conference Tournament Championship Final, 16-14 after the premature media timeout with 8:31 to go in the half. Alli Becky is going to return out to the court. We were talking about whether or not that was worth a trip to the monitor for the high shot on Alli Becky. We kind of both agreed that yes, it was worth a look, but no announcement was made that any such review took place, and we play on. Becky from the free throw line, left elbow Richard. Richard to Kiefer. Kiefer walked with it. Another turnover for the Cardinals. First on Kiefer, the 7th overall for the Cardinal in white.
They just keep on spawning. Even out of timeouts when this team has a chance to breathe, a chance to think, still those mental relapses are occurring. Somebody has to get it together on both of these teams.
Coming up on 2 minutes gone in the second quarter, it's Kara Goss with the ball. She hands off left wing for Carruthers. Carruthers, some off-ball switching, moving to try to open up McConowitz. Instead, they bounce pass it to Garcia. Nan Garcia to Goss. Goss back to the basket. Garcia, 3 seconds and 2. Garcia the drive, slams in Alli Becky. Surely that's got to go the other way. It does.
I mean, this is getting out of hand at this point.
And they're going to look at this one, according to that signal from our near side referee. Nan Garcia barreled into her.
Absolutely barreled into her. That has to go to the monitor. Garcia is, I'm going to be honest with you, Griffin. This is frustration from her. She's playing tough. She hasn't really had the start that she has wanted. She is 0 of 3 from the field with 2 turnovers. That charge right there, and I wouldn't be surprised if they go ahead and call that one an intentional foul, maybe something stronger. She is letting her emotions get the better of herself.
Nan Garcia is one of those players that definitely, without a doubt, carries her emotion with her on the court. You'll see her hit a big 3. She'll signal to the crowd. She's that hype person for the team, but we're seeing the emotions kind of play out on the negative side. That's the 3rd time now we've seen Alli Becky hit the deck hard, and of course, it's difficult to watch that and just sit and be content. That's all I'll say on that issue.
They're going to call it a common foul, but I think the notice has been made on Garcia's door. That can't happen again.
It's the first foul on Garcia. Cardinals the other way, still down just 2. 7:40 to go in the second quarter. It's 16-14. Lachelle Austin catches the pass from Kiefer, dribbles it to her left, stops at the wing, tosses top of the key for Richard. Swing pass, Kiefer gonna try it from 3. Oh, it rolled around, no good. Richard grabbed the board initially, but is poked free and settles into the hands of Fed Robinson.
Garcia just stood in the restricted zone for 4 to 5 seconds, no call made.
Garcia swing pass, far side. Fed Robinson on the far corner, dribbles in, spins to the low block, off the glass, no good. She pushed it strong, and Richard has the rebound. Austin left wing to the free throw line, outside Bischoff. Bischoff screen from Kiefer, around the corner, inside Kiefer, floater, got it, and 1. And now it is Garcia who is down. Oh no, they've called that an offensive foul. Oh, that's unbelievable. She'd already shot the basketball.
Wow. Wow. Garcia, she's been staking her claim to the restricted zone on defense, and I'm a bit surprised at that call, Griffin. That shot was up in the air. Garcia, I don't know what you do. If she's just going to hang in the restricted zone for 5 seconds every possession, how can you call Ball State for a charge when she's asking to be down there?
2-point shot for, that is Destiny Robinson is missed. They get their own board. McConowitz lost the basketball, puts a knee on the ground, and there's a jump ball. Possession going to the Cardinals. But back to this previous play, I mean, you have Garcia, who came in horrendously late to set that screen. It didn't even look close as far as if Kiefer was going to get that shot counted with a foul. The Cardinal fans rose to their feet, and then they come in later and clarify that the foul was offensive. 6.5 to go in the first half. At 16-14, the Cardinals still off the scoreboard in quarter number 2. Richard, top of the key, hands off to Austin. Austin dribbles to her left, steps back to the left wing, tosses it for Stuck. The ball fake, rises up for two. Left it short. McConowitz the board, and the Cardinals still with the goose egg.
This is brutal. 16-14. We're 4 minutes into the second quarter, and nobody has gained any ground. It's been a defensive slugfest, but a sloppy one at that.
McConowitz, top of the key. The three for Goss. Missed it off to the left. Richard, another tough board. That is rebound number 3 for Alex Richard, and here comes Becky.
Goss, a 41% three-point shooter. She can't even get hers.
Cardinals breaks the scoreless drought. Alli Becky in the lane. She's up to 6. And the Cardinals, who had been scoreless for 5 minutes, finally break the drought at 16 all.
Becky, the bright side, 3 of 4 on the field so far for the Cards, 6 points.
So now it's Toledo trying to break their own scoreless streak, now running 4 minutes. Kara Goss beats her defender. Double team comes. Swing pass inside. McConowitz had to fight for it, left it long, but it was fouled and goes down hard. Bodies hitting the floor every 30 seconds here today in Cleveland. This is scary. Somebody's going to get hurt, Brayden.
I'm going to be honest. I think that was McConowitz who drew a lot of the damage that was dealt. It was a foul undoubtedly, but she threw herself up into the air, kicked her legs back, and just fell straight to the court. I mean, that's just not smart basketball. You have to take the contact with some grace.
McConowitz 2 shots. The first one hits both sides of the rim and rattles out, no good. Richard hits the bench with 1 foul. Malia Johnson back in for the Cardinals. 1 shot for McConowitz as the Tater Tots chants ring in here in Cleveland. McConowitz rattles the second one in, and it's 17-16. 2 substitutions in for the Rockets. We see the return of Evelise Cole and Kendall Carruthers as McConowitz hits the bench alongside Destiny Robinson. Cardinals down 1, 5 minutes, 5 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Becky over the shoulder to Stuck. Stuck back to Becky, sets the screen for her. Bounce pass, the give and go. Oh, Stuck left the layup short. Clear path to the bucket, couldn't put the Cardinals in front.
Beautiful backdoor feed by Becky. Stuck needs to finish that.
4:45 to go in the second quarter. It's Jessica Cook, the handoff to Fed Robinson. Faith Fed Robinson outside Carruthers. 12 on the clock, she's top of the key, right side Goss. Goss dribbles into the corner, drives baseline, stops guarded by Austin. 5 seconds on the shot clock. It's Carruthers guarded by Becky outside Goss, the last second heave, got it! 3-pointer for Kara Goss. It's Toledo's 4-point lead, the largest they've had today.
2 of 3 from beyond. Goss starting to heat up here late in the first half.
Alli Becky, Cardinals down 4. She drives the lane, stops at the elbow, far side pass, Bischoff. It was tipped on the way to the hoop. Stuck the offensive board, puts it back up, scores, +1.
Oh, and that's tough.
Bischoff sent to the ground after the play. This is really going to get ugly, Brayden.
I mean, they're chatting, they're chirping it up down there.
The team's being sent to their benches. I'm assuming they're going to go and review this. This is not a media timeout at 4:04 because the media timeout had been taken with 8 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the quarter. So as it stands right now, to refresh, Elise Stuck with the putback bucket. She was fouled. As of now, the foul goes on Jessica Cook. She'll shoot 1 free throw. Now the referees are at the monitor. Maddie Bischoff was shoved to the ground after the play as a part of essentially just a massive scrum in the painted area.
Hard to see who that was on. I think that really, I guarantee you, in fact, the officials are going to add a little extra to this, and that this review is just to find which player pushed Bischoff, because there's no way to tell in that scrum. But obviously it happened. Obviously there was a foul. Obviously an intentional one that's going to give Ball State free throws. If that doesn't happen, then I don't know what in the world an intentional foul is. I don't know. That has to be something. And that's devastating for Toledo, because now you give Ball State free throws if they do call it an intentional foul after the play when you have a 2-point lead. And Elise Stuck is going to get a free throw anyways after this. So Ball State could end up knotting this thing up if the officials call something here.
This is just a really fascinating first half of basketball here. We've seen these two teams clash time and time again. I have never seen this level of physicality and bad blood, as you could call it, as has been on showcase here in the first 16 minutes of this contest.
I mean, it's almost ridiculous. During this halftime break, I hope that both coaches go to their teams and say, I love that we're playing aggressive, but please, can we be a little less aggressive? I mean, there's going to be too many fouls, and you want to lay everything on the line, but you don't want to see anybody get hurt. We've seen Garcia hit the floor hard. We've seen Becky get hit twice with some tough contact down low. Somebody's going to get hurt. You mentioned it earlier, and if the play keeps on escalating like this, it's bound to happen.
So after review, according to our public address announcer, they said the foul was confirmed. Of course, you cannot review a foul here at this level. Of course, as to whether or not it happened, perhaps they were checking who the foul would be assessed to, but it doesn't appear that there's any sort of extracurricular addition, and it'll just be the one free throw for Ely Stuck.
The recess monitors letting two-hand touch football turn into tackle out here.
4 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the second quarter of what has been a truly entertaining first half of basketball. Stuck knocks down the free throw. She now leads all scorers with 7 points. 20-19 the score here in Cleveland. Toledo leads by 1 with a trip to the NCAA tournament on the line. Jessica Cook, ball over her head, throws it left wing. Fed Robinson drives the lane, spins on Lachelle Austin, throws it back to Cook, who nearly lost it out of bounds, has to throw a safe pass into Goss. 8 on the shot clock, 3:40 to go in the half. Fed Robinson at the left elbow, rises off the dribble, missed it long. The ball bounces out of bounds to the Cardinals, where there would have only been 1 second on the shot clock anyway, but it'll be Cardinal basketball without all the fuss.
I'm surprised that got called out on the Cardinals. Cook was behind 2 Ball State players who were fighting for the rebound. I mean, that had to touch Cook's arm, and I'm going to credit the officials with a great eye. I won't go against the call, but that's tight.
3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Becky with the chance to give the Cardinals the lead. Up to Stuck. Stuck has MJ down low, instead throws right for Austin. MJ sets the screen. Austin, right baseline drive, stops at the block, throws it out to Johnson. 18 feet out, the give to Bischoff, right wing. Deep top of the key, steps into the lane. Bischoff hits the deck, 3 on the shot clock. Jump ball called, possession Toledo, as Bischoff lost it on the way up, hit the deck again, and could not get the ball out of the whirlwind. Substitution in for the Toledo Rockets. Jessica Cook heads to the bench again, and we see the return of Nan Garcia.
3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Garcia needs to find her footing before the halftime break.
Garcia held off the scoreboard so far, 0 for 3 with 3 turnovers and a foul. They get the ball to her on the left elbow. Carruthers runs by, toss out to Goss, guarded by Becky. Goss trying to blow by Becky, instead gives it to Carruthers, gets it back. Pump fake, 7 on the clock, right wing Carruthers. Mid-block, Garcia back to the basket, throws a cross-court pass, 1 on the shot clock. McConowitz on the runner. Shot clock violation, she missed it off to the left. Just another long and unsuccessful possession for these two teams. 2:37 to go in the first half. That is total turnover in this contest, number 20. Sensational numbers in the wrong direction, as the turnover category has been filled to the brim here in the first half.
And you know, Goss had the bucket there to Garcia on that pick and roll with about 20 on the shot clock. Garcia was left wide open on a double team after the screen, and Goss just couldn't find her.
Becky turns the corner right, free throw line jumper, Richard off the catch, no good. Ball bounces around once on the rebound, is collected by Garcia. Good look for Richard, couldn't get it to fall. Carruthers on Becky, back to Garcia. Garcia around Stuck, some momentum down low, blocked by Richard. Fast break, Cardinals the other way, 3-on-2. Austin, the pull-up 3, missed it short. Long rebound out to Becky. The Cardinals will slow it down with 2 minutes to go. Becky, coast by Garcia, she scores. That was as clean of a blow-by as you'll ever see. Cardinals 21, Rockets 20.
Garcia hesitated, backpedal. Becky caught her right there. The trap to the cup.
Bounce pass to Cole. Evilise Cole out right wing for Carruthers. Gonna rise up over Austin. The three, knocked it down. Big time from Carruthers and Toledo, 23. Cardinals just 21. It's a 2-point lead for the Rockets.
That's tough for Carruthers. Over Austin, hesitated, then trigger.
Into Richard, over Garcia, missed it short. Garcia the board. 1 minute, 20 seconds to go before the halftime breaks. It's the Rockets leading by 2. Garcia thought about the triple, throws over her head to Carruthers. Kendall Carruthers scanning for space. 12 on the shot clock, coming up on the final minute of the first half. Over to Goss. Kara Goss inside the three-point line. McConowitz lost the basketball. Stolen by Becky. It's another turnover for Toledo.
Nothing's going down there in the paint for the Rockets. Stout defense.
Lachelle Austin lost the ball out of bounds. The Cardinals retain possession with 47 seconds to go. 21 on the shot clock. It's a chance, importantly, for the Cardinals to double up here and go 2 for 1 if they can get a shot off within the next 10 seconds or so.
48 seconds. This has been a wear-down, tiring first half. And this is a chance to catch your breath as well here before the inbound. All dogs go.
Baseline right. Becky the inbound to Stock. The spin in the lane to the left block. Stock ran into traffic, threw the ball away. It's stolen by Novorosky. 2-on-1. Fed Robinson. Euro fouled on the way up by Austin. 2 free throws coming for the Toledo Rockets, up 2 points.
Michelle Austin, she had such a big game against Kent State on Friday. 21 points. Right now she's struggling a bit. 1 point, 0 points, 1 assist. And that 1 foul right there. Getting ready for the halftime break. And I think Coach Sali is hoping that she uses that break to her advantage and comes back firing.
Free throw goes down for Faith Fed Robinson, who only shoots 47% from the stripe. For a game with so much contact so far, not a lot of free throws taken as the second one misses. That was just the 3rd shot taken from the stripe for Toledo. Ball State only the 1 free throw coming off the stuck and 1. There's a 5-second difference between shot and game clock. Toledo 24, Ball State 21. They will hold to try to give Toledo as little time as possible on their final possession. Austin to Becky. Right wing, dribbles to the top of the key, into the elbow. Kiefer, the drive inside, under the cup, left it long. It bounces back up onto the rim, no good. Bodies hit the deck. Foul going the other way with 8 seconds on the clock. And the Toledo crowd rises to their feet as they'll have possession with 8 seconds to go after the Kiefer miss.
And that's a tough foul for Alli Becky to take. Both she gets called for it and she is fallen on top of by, I want to say that was Evelise Cole, who ended up on top of her, both taking the damage and earning the foul.
Toledo has a chance to steal even more momentum going in the halftime locker room. It leads by 3. The Cardinals looking for 1 more stop. Faith Fed Robinson, the inbounder. She has Carruthers. Runs into Becky. The Cardinals have 0 fouls to give. 3 seconds and 2 across half court. Fed Robinson hurls it up at the buzzer. Missed it long. 24-21, Toledo leads at the halftime break. An entertaining one here in Cleveland, and why wouldn't it be? 20 minutes gone, 20 to go. We'll crown a Mid-American Conference champion by the time the next 20 is over. 24-21, Rockets lead the Cardinals here on the SportsLink Digital Radio Network, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Ranked number 2 in the nation for sports media by the Broadcast Education Association.
This is Ball State SportsLink.
Victory Honda of Muncie. We're not just another car dealership, and here's why. We stand behind every car we sell and are dedicated to helping our customers save time and money. All our pre-owned cars undergo a rigorous 182-point inspection and come with a 90-day warranty to ensure that you're getting a Victory quality vehicle. Plus, you'll get 2 years of complimentary oil changes and tire rotations. We're part of a top 15 dealership group and have an enormous selection of vehicles with access to inventory at over 45 locations. You always get more for your trade and the best possible rates with us. We have an excellent relationship with hundreds of lenders. Our exclusive Car Doc maintenance and membership program will help you save hundreds of dollars in the process of maintaining your vehicle. Lastly, our state-of-the-art body shop and certified technicians perform high-quality repairs and paintwork on most vehicle makes and models. Victory Honda of Muncie. We're not just another car dealership.
The best stories in Ball State sports, plus live broadcasts right in your timeline.
Follow us at BSU SportsLink.
The Hampton Inn of Muncie is the official partner of Ball State Athletics. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. The Hampton Inn is one of Muncie's finest hotels. Come enjoy our free breakfast, free Wi-Fi, and fresh Hampton beds waiting for you. Less than a mile away from Ball State campus. Don't forget to ask about our Ball State special. Search Hampton Inn of Muncie online at munciesuites.hamptoninn.com. At munciesuites.hamptoninn.com.
From the bell tower to your smartphone, anywhere in the world.
Never miss Ball State sports with SportsLink Digital.
So just how big is the Mammoth Pizza at Mancino's? How about a big 24-inch round pizza loaded with all of your favorite toppings? Made to order just for you when you call 287-1300. The perfect size for the big game, the next game, or any event that demands not only the best, but the biggest pizza you can order. And Mancino's is ready anytime. Call, wait 10 to 15 minutes, then head to Mancino's for pickup. Man, is it good. When a large pizza isn't enough, you need at least one Mammoth from Mancino's.
Whether you're getting ready for the big game or getting ready for the workday, you always want to start with confidence. Cintas has the essential products and services to help businesses provide a clean, safe environment for their employees and customers. With routine restocking of essential cleaning, hygiene, and safety supplies, on-site cleaning, professional uniform laundering, and testing and inspection of fire equipment and systems. Give everyone the confidence they need to start their day. Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
The Hampton Inn of Muncie is the official partner of Ball State Athletics. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. The Hampton Inn is one of Muncie's finest hotels. Come enjoy our free breakfast, free Wi-Fi, and fresh Hampton beds waiting for you. Less than a mile away from Ball State campus. Don't forget to ask about our Ball State special. Search Hampton Inn of Muncie online at munciesuites.hamptoninn.com. At munciesuites.hamptoninn.com.
The best stories in Ball State sports, plus live broadcasts right in your timeline.
Follow us at BSU SportsLink.
Welcome back here to Cleveland, 24-21 at the halftime break. Brayden, what have you seen here in the first half?
Just sloppy play, to be honest with you. Toledo, 12 turnovers, Ball State, 10. The Cards, 10 of 26 from the field. Toledo, 9 of 24 from the field. I'm just waiting for a star to emerge here. The usual great players between these two squads just haven't stepped up into the roles that we have expected. McConowitz right now, 3 points, 1 of 2 from the field, 4 rebounds. Garcia, that's what surprised me the most, 0 of 4 from the field with 3 turnovers. For Ball State, Alli Becky, she has 4 turnovers, 8 points so far. Alex Richard, only 4 points. Madeline Bischoff, she's 0 of 2 from the field, hasn't made a single one. We're waiting for somebody, especially with those names that we're all familiar with and have been familiarized with in this tournament, to finally have a big game. And right now, everybody is struggling.
Well, this was a concern, right, that the Cardinals wouldn't come out shooting the lights out as they had in the second 2 games. Their defense has stepped up. They're holding Toledo to just 37% from the floor, but the 3-pointers have gone down for Toledo. Goss and Carruthers each have 2. Ball State 0 for 6 from behind the arc.
That's big. I mean, one of the big reasons that Ball State was able to pull across Kent State yesterday and take that victory by 17 points was they were 10 of 24 from beyond the arc, 42%, one of their best games all season from beyond. And here they are. They're struggling. They can't really get points in the paint. They're winning down there 16-10, but 16 points isn't really enough at the end of the day through one half. This Cards team, they need to find a second facet to score. Down low, if you can get them, that's great. They're winning that battle, but the mid-range jumper has to be there. The three-pointer has to be there. I personally would expect maybe Alex Richard to step up big time, make some mid-range jumpers as she has become destined to seemingly down the stretch of this season, because somebody has to figure out what is that second level of scoring that's going to elevate my team.
And for Toledo on the other side, they have momentum going into the halftime locker room. They'll want to come out in the third quarter strong, and if they can put this game out of reach, how would they go about doing that?
If I were them, I would just stay aggressive. I mean, look, we have thought that there have been so many fouls in this game, but Ball State's only attempted one free throw. That shocks me. The officials are letting a lot slide here between both teams, and that benefits Toledo because they're the more physical team. They're the more, if you try to drive inside on us, you will take the damage and we'll do our business type of team. If I'm Toledo, come out of the second half fiery, blazing. Let Ball State drive and be right there. Nan Garcia, hands up, ready for the charge. That's what the Rockets should be doing.
Well, we will see how things progress as we move into the second half. We've been treated to a thriller to this point, but some frustration on Muncie's side as the Cardinals have not been able to quite have the game so far that they have had the previous two running in this tournament. It's the 26-7 Ball State Cardinals, the 1 seed against the 24-7 second-seeded Toledo Rockets. One of them will go dancing, one of them will go home. 20 more minutes to find out which team slots into what category. Right now, it's the Rockets by 3. This is the halftime report here on SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie. We will be right back.
For the best stories, access, and coverage of Ball State sports, follow SportsLink on social media platforms Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. Search @BSU SportsLink.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Your home for live Ball State sports, streaming right in your timeline.
This is SportsLink Digital.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, Papergo toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
SportsLink is the official production partner of Ball State Athletics.
All the chirp you can handle.
Whether you're getting ready for the big game or getting ready for the workday, you always want to start with confidence. Cintas has the essential products and services to help businesses provide a clean, safe environment for their employees and customers. With routine restocking of essential cleaning, hygiene, and safety supplies, on-site cleaning, professional uniform laundering, and testing and inspection of fire equipment and systems. Give everyone the confidence they need to start their day. Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, pay-per-go toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
From the bell tower to your smartphone, anywhere in the world.
Never miss Ball State Sports with SportsLink Digital.
Back here in Cleveland as we get ready for the second half. A few more minutes before we get there. Brayden, let's kind of go back and assess as far as your keys to the game going into this game, as far as refreshing, going back, seeing how those have kind of progressed. What have we seen trend-wise in terms of how this game's played out?
Well, pacing-wise, I'd say Toledo has done a great job. This looks a lot like their game against Buffalo, where it was low scoring through the first half. They've done so today, 24-21. They have the lead. They've held the Cardinals to just that very low mark through one quarter. I mean, I've covered a lot of Ball State women's basketball games this season. That's the lowest number I've seen this Cardinal squad have after one half. In one half in general, in fact. I mean, this is impressive from Toledo. Meanwhile, I look at Ball State, and they haven't really found anything other than winning by a slight margin in the paint outside of that three-point shot that isn't there today. I mean, we said you can't rely on that three-point shot still being there. Here we are, one half, they haven't made a single three, and they're struggling to find any other jumper, anything down low that can balance what that means when they're missing their three-pointers.
And on the other side, of course, it's so difficult to find your groove offensively for Ball State when they have been struggling from behind the arc. As far as just trying to generate some more open looks, how do they attack this Toledo defense and open up more opportunities for themselves?
I think you have to keep on driving inside and see if you can draw fouls. I mean, here's the thing, Garcia, she's just going to hang around that restricted zone. Hey, how you doing? If you want to come inside, go ahead. I'll just draw a charge. You have to find a way not to drive heavy inside right into Garcia and force contact. That's what she wants you to do. That's why she's one of the most aggressive players in the conference, is she finds ways to make you want to draw contact on her. Find a way, drive inside, stop before the restricted zone, easy lay-in, make Garcia come to you instead of you come to her down underneath the cup. And then you have to find a way to make these three-pointers fall. I mean, I understand you're 0 of 6. That doesn't mean you stop shooting.
Thank you very much, Brayden. We're going to take one more break. We'll be back in 60 seconds for the second half of action. 24-21, Toledo leads Ball State. The Cardinals will try to change that out of the next break. Ball State and Toledo, the Mid-American Conference Championship. SL Digital Radio presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, pay-per-go toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
Time for the second half of action here. Rocket Arena in Cleveland, Ohio. 24-21, the Toledo Rockets lead by 3 points as we come out of the halftime locker room and we get ready for the final 20 minutes of the season, of the Mid-American Conference season. One of these teams trying to punch their ticket to the NCAA tournament. Ball State starts with possession out of the halftime timeout. Alli Becky, top of the key, wide open. Marie Kiefer, she'll try it for 3. Missed it. Alex Richard, the offensive board, to Becky. Becky, pump fake, driving the lane, through a pass right in the arms of McConowitz. Toledo the other way. It's Goss on the fast break. Left-handed layup, rolls in.
McConowitz in the lane and give it to Goss in transition.
The Cardinals had a wide open 3 as the Rockets had not set themselves up out of the break defensively. And they are still empty from behind the arc. Lachelle Austin, a tough shot inside. Alex Richard grabs the offensive board and lays it back up and in. That is a strong play from the senior.
Crashing to the paint for the offensive board. Go ahead, give that effort. You only got one more half guaranteed to you.
26-23, a minute gone here in half number 2. It's Nan Garcia, drives the lane, step back 2 on Richard, missed it short. Austin the board. Cardinals the other way down 3.
That's not her shot, but good for Ball State. The more that they can keep her outside of the paint, the better.
Lachelle Austin to Bischoff. Bischoff, top of the perimeter. Hands off right wing for Austin. Austin, the 2-hand pass to Richard, rises up from the elbow. It hits the rim up. Foul on, fouled Marie Kiefer. We'll see who the foul is assessed to. It is Garcia. That is call it the second foul on Nan Garcia, as the possession will stay with the Cards. 8:43 to go in the third quarter, 26-23 Toledo. Lob pass to Bischoff on the inbound. Alli Becky circles around from the corner. Bischoff will take it herself into the lane. Goes up strong, lost it out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Cardinals. They'll have the ball baseline right with 14 on the shot clock. Strong play from Toledo defensively.
Time for Coach Sali to show why he's the coach of the year. Where's that inbound play to get a bucket?
Bounce pass to Kiefer, now to Becky. Becky going around the horn, now inside the painted area to the restricted area, uses the glass, it rolls around, no good. Richard, another offensive board, and that brings the Muncie crowd to its feet. Alex Richard putting on a display.
Who gave her the Gatorade during halftime? She's got the energy right now.
Carruthers, clear path to the hoop, left-hand lay, good. Defense fell asleep that time. Toledo 28, Ball State 25. Top of the key, Kiefer gonna try it again. Yes! The first triple for Ball State ties the contest.
Marie Kiefer, we've been waiting for you. 5 points, 1 of 4 from beyond. She needed that.
28 all, 7:50 to go in quarter number 3. Goss gonna try to answer, missed it off to the right. Good positioning for Garcia, left the putback short. She's still scoreless. Here comes Lachelle Austin. The Cardinals can take the lead. Crossover left, inside the paint. Scores off the left side of the window. Ball State 30, Toledo 28. It's a quick as lightning 7-0 run, and Toledo's reeling with 7:30 to go.
Garcia was slow to get up. That's a 5-4 advantage. Austin there to put it in.
McConowitz inside the three-point arc, out to Carruthers. Carruthers bounce past Garcia. Kiefer comes as the help defense. Double team, far side kick. 3 on the way for Goss. Got it. Kara Goss puts Toledo back in front.
Can't give Goss the wing. She'll shoot, she'll fire, she'll make.
31-30, 7 minutes to go in quarter number 3. Lachelle Austin picked up her dribble. Tosses right wing Becky. Becky, elbow for Richard. Pump fake, drive, right hand, scores. Alex Richard have a half.
That's what you need to do. Take Garcia out of the restricted zone. Bring her to you. Great crash by Richard.
Richard, the first Cardinal in double figures at 10. Garcia, 2-hand pass. McConowitz the tray. Rolled around, no good. Garcia fought for it, and the rebound goes to Kiefer. Austin thought about the pull-up, steps back. Will try from 3. Missed it. Rebound to McConowitz, poked free from Richard, and it's collected by Dykstra.
That was a great shot. Rim unkind to Austin, did everything but fall.
It felt early in the shot clock. 6:15 to go in the third, 32-31. The energy building once more here at the Rocket Arena, home of the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Cleveland Monsters. McConowitz inside the paint, stops at the left block, fadeaway two, got it over Kiefer. Silky shot from Sammy McConowitz, and the second team All-MAC puts the Toledo Rockets in front. Becky the other end, she's fouled and will go to the line.
This is the heart that you get from Alli Becky. She has taken some damage here in this game, and she is still unequivocally fearless to drive inside. The cup is her friend, and there is nobody getting in her way.
Some applause for Alex Richard as she heads to the sidelines. MJ Johnson will come in for Ball State. Alli Becky, 87% at the free throw line. She knocks down the first one to tie the contest. Alli Becky has been on the All-MAC list every single season in the Cardinal and White All-Freshman team in 22, All-MAC second team in 23, first team in 24 and 25, and of course, the Player of the Year in the 2024-25 season. She hits both free throws, and the Cardinals lead by 1.
Cool as a cucumber. Alli Becky, the mental leader of this program.
Into the game, Destiny Robinson, the freshman out of Fremont, Ohio. She's the ball handler for the Rockets. Dumps it off for Fed Robinson, left wing. Brings it top of the key for McConowitz. McConowitz drives to the left side, around Kiefer. Tough shot in the lane, rolled off the rim, no good. MJ Johnson couldn't get the rebound, but the ball's poked out by Toledo, and the Cardinals get away with the possession.
Great scrap by MJ, forcing Cook between the baseline.
Ball State wants to move quick. Lachelle Austin into the paint. Foul. Ball going the other way. Offensive called on Lachelle Austin as another shot will send the ball the other way. Lachelle Austin went into a catcher's crouch. Cannot believe that call did not go the Cardinals' way.
Coach Sali is arguing that she had her feet set. The official appeared as though his position was she slid into the spot too late. I think that's the right call, but Coach Sali making sure that he is advocating for his squad.
Alex Richards on the bench, but she is pumping up the band. She's pumping up her bench to get up and make some noise. 5:15 to go in quarter number 3. Ball State leads by 1. It's Carruthers in the lane, guarded by Bischoff. Fadeaway 2. Oh, that was tough. Toledo back in front. 5:05 to go. 35-34 off the shot from Carruthers.
If the space isn't there, create it yourself, Carruthers.
Becky goes behind the back and is fouled on the tug by Destiny Robinson. 5 minutes even on the clock. We'll step aside. Toledo 35, Ball State 34, a spot in the NCAA tournament on the line. This is the final of the Mid-American Conference Tournament on SL Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
For the best stories, access, and coverage of Ball State sports, follow SportsLink on social media platforms Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. Search @BSU SportsLink.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Your home for live Ball State sports, streaming right in your timeline.
This is SportsLink Digital.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, Papergo toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
SportsLink is the official production partner of Ball State Athletics.
All the chirp you can handle.
Whether you're getting ready for the big game or getting ready for the workday, you always want to start with confidence. Cintas has the essential products and services to help businesses provide a clean, safe environment for their employees and customers. With routine restocking of essential cleaning, hygiene, and safety supplies, on-site cleaning, professional uniform laundering, and testing and inspection of fire equipment and systems. Give everyone the confidence they need to start their day. Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
5 minutes even to go in the third quarter. Ball State and Toledo, the Mid-American Conference Championship game here in Cleveland. Brayden, this game has been back and forth, but one thing has been constant, and that we have been so close in nearly all facets.
I mean, this thing is as tight as spandex on a sumo wrestler. This is absolutely close as it can be. It seemed like Toledo had the advantage in the first half. Now we're going back and forth like a boxing match in the championship rounds.
Handoff, Becky off the inbound. Ball State left to right. They stand in the half court with 20 on the shot clock. Brady Sally on the court barking instructions. Becky behind the back to her left, steps back, the triple for Becky. Rolled around, no good. Rebound grabbed by Jessica Cook. Alli Becky has hit every shot she's taken inside the three-point arc, has not hit a triple.
That's a tough step back. You're asking for a lot of confidence especially. 1
point lead for the Toledo Rockets. Carruthers, near corner, feed in Destiny Robinson to Cook. She goes cross court, extra pass made. That's beautiful for Toledo. The shot from three doesn't fall. The ball bounces out of bounds and will stay with the Toledo Rockets. Shot came from Evelise Cole, just a 23% three-point shooter, and it rolled around and fell out.
You could hear the collective A-minor awe from the Toledo crowd. Man, that was a great swing. Beautiful extra pass, but no finish.
Fed Robinson, top of the key. The three for Carruthers. Bang! That's about as open as it gets. Brady Sally with his hands on his head. 4:05 to go in quarter number three. 38-34, Toledo leads.
Keep going, Carruthers. 3 of 4 from way beyond.
Alex Richard back in for the Cardinals. She drives hard into the lane, goes off the glass, she scores. Alex Richard picks up where she left off, and it's a 2-point contest.
6 of 11 from the field, all of them within the arc. Richard is having herself a day.
Richard's up to 12. Inside, Cook. Cook spins in the lane, uses the bank, and got it to go. 40-36, here's Becky. Step back left, goes back to her right. Around Robinson, inside Kiefer. Kiefer fouled, and the ball rolls off the rim, no good. 3 minutes, 28 seconds to go. Marie Kiefer will have 2 shots.
It's that Becky dribble drive along the baseline. It just ekes at the anxiety of defenses. They think, oh man, she's gonna drive inside on us. Nope, swing it out to Kiefer, draw the foul. That's what Becky can do. There's a reason she's the best facilitator in the MAC. She can draw your attention to her while your attention is straight away from everybody else.
Toledo on a 7-2 run here. Kiefer can bring it back within 2. She hits the first free throw to make it a 3-point game. 40-37, Toledo has led over half of this contest. Kiefer goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's 40-38.
Got to dig deep here at the end of the third quarter. A lot of momentum on the line.
It's been a while since the Cardinals have felt in full control of this one. Robinson, swing pass, Fed Robinson. Faith Fed Robinson in the lane. Lost her footing, missed the shot. Lachelle Austin, 3-on-2 the other way. Toledo's able to set up their defense. They throw it inside mid-block for Richard. Poked out of her hands, gets it back. Swing pass, Lachelle Austin has Becky to her right. Becky around her defender. Goes up top, missed the shot, bounces out, and the offensive board is Austin. Into Richard. Richard into the paint. Push the ball down. It went out of bounds, and they call it a jump ball.
That call, I don't know about that one. Cook got a hand in there. She never grabbed the ball. It was one hand, her left. She went for a tip, and they call it a jump ball. I just don't get that call, Griffin.
She absolutely cleanly disrupted the shot. But at least it's my understanding that the only time a jump ball is called is when there's a hand on the ball and the player falls back to the ground, because you can't call it a travel, right? But Richard gets the shot rejected. The ball bounces out of bounds, and they call it a jump ball. And now 2 of the 3 refs, the 2 refs that did not make that call, are having a conversation. They point to the all good, and Toledo will have possession right to left.
But the fact the officials had to talk about that one, there was clearly some sort of disagreement.
McConowitz, handoff. Destiny Robinson. Robinson has Goss to her right, guarded by Kiefer. 2:35 to go in the third quarter. Toledo by 2. Goss far corner. to swing it for Destiny Robinson. Robinson breezes around Kiefer, left it long. Offensive board for Makonowitz, and she's fouled by Marie Kiefer. And that brings the Toledo crowd to its feet once again.
Great effort, crashing the boards. Makonowitz refuses to give. She went in from the corner down. Get in the glass. How about that effort?
Elise Stuck going to come back in for Kiefer. That's the second offensive rebound for Makonowitz. She has 6 total. 2 minutes, 26 seconds to go in the third. There's 20 on the shot clock for the Toledo Rockets. Makonowitz on Elise Stuck, out to Robinson. Garcia to Goss. Goss guarded by Austin. They switch for Richard. Richard's got to scramble back to Garcia. Nan Garcia in the lane, left it short. Loose ball and a jump, even though Elise Stuck had possession of the basketball. The possession arrow will point to the Ball State Cardinals this time, but it feels like there's a very, very quick whistle right now, Brayden.
Especially on these jumps. I don't understand what's going on down there. It's interesting. They're trigger happy on these loose ball scenarios, but not so trigger happy up in the air.
Nan Garcia now 0 for 7. Becky in the lane. Next to the elbow, Richard thought about the jumper, now breezes by Garcia, hard up in the lane, it rolls around and drops. We're tied, and now more contact down low between Makonowitz and Elise Stuck, and all 3 referees come in to pull the 2 apart. Brady Sally is furious.
I don't understand. Makonowitz backs into Elise Stuck. That should be nothing. That should be absolutely nothing. Elise Stuck did nothing to draw that.
They're going to go to the monitor.
And I'm not trying to be biased here. That's the last thing I want to be. But Elise Stuck did absolutely nothing to draw that contact. Makonowitz backs into her, backpedaling. What can Elise Stuck do, Griffin? There's nothing that she can do.
For Toledo, number 33, Sammy Makonowitz. It's her second, team fifth.
So we're hearing some explanation over the PA. They called a double foul on Stuck and Makonowitz, and they are reviewing it. As of now, it is the second foul on Makonowitz and the first foul on Elise Stuck. There's 1 minute and 51 seconds to go in the third quarter. We are tied at 40. This game has had its fair share of twists and turns, Brayden.
It really has, and you know what? I'm going to give the officials the credit if that remains the call, because Makonowitz initiates the contact by backing into Elise Stuck. Elise Stuck gives a little extra flair after the contact, and they confirm it as well. I think that's the right decision by the officials. Give both a foul. Certainly no absolute guilty party.
So it'll be Toledo ball going right to left with 1 minute and 51 seconds to go in quarter number 3. And for the, I'd estimate about 2,000-ish fans that are here between the 2 schools, the trip and the price of admission, well worth it so far.
I mean, this is tense. This is almost as tense as Indiana high school basketball tournaments. This really means so much.
Regional day. It's Makonowitz on the right elbow. Goss, left elbow. Now Garcia, toss in for Makonowitz. Double team comes. Becky the help. Has to recover. Fade Robinson lays it in. No, she left it short. Rolls off the rim, no good. Ball tips around like a pinball machine, and Becky corrals. Here go the Cardinals. 3-on-2. Lachelle Austin. Left all alone. She's going to fire. Yes! Lachelle Austin from 3, and the Cardinals lead for the first time in 5 minutes.
Great decision by Austin, dribbling, waiting for the offense to develop, but when no defense crashes to her, she'll take it.
First rule of defense in transition, stop the ball, stop the ball, stop the ball. Toledo did not stop the ball. Ball State leads by 3. Garcia inside. Goss guarded by Stuck. Under the cup. Tough angle, throws it outside for Fed Robinson. 4 on the shot clock. Garcia's gonna have to hurl one up. The runner missed it. Shot clock violation. They say she didn't get it off in time. Another Toledo turnover. That's turnover number 13. 41 seconds to go in the third quarter, and Ball State has generated the momentum they've been looking for. They have the ball left to right.
Garcia hits the bench. She has been completely neutralized. 0 of 7 from the field, 3 turnovers. This is one of the worst days of her career.
Alli Becky very slowly brings the ball across the half-court logo. 17, now 16 on the shot clock. They're going to hold it, give Toledo a little less time on their final possession. Sally brings Austin around to the near corner. Handoff Richard back to Becky. Becky outside the three-point arc, 2 seconds. 1, step back long 2. Alli Becky left it short. Air ball, shot clock violation with 10 on the clock. And now Toledo has a chance to steal the momentum and potentially tie this game at the end of the third quarter.
No turnovers, gotta be the last one.
8 seconds. It's Carruthers between the legs with the dribble, around Becky, into the near corner. Fed Robinson, the 3, missed it long. Rebound Austin, buzzer sounds, end of quarter 3. Ball State 43, Toledo 40. 10 more minutes to crown a champion.
The final stanza of an epic poem, Griffin. We got 10 to go.
What a thrilling finish we have in store. Ball State by thrace. We're going to take a break. 10 minutes to go. It's the 2025 Mid-American Conference Basketball Tournament here on the SL Digital Radio Network, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
For the best stories, access, and coverage of Ball State sports, follow SportsLink on social media platforms Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. Search @BSU SportsLink.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Your home for live Ball State sports, streaming right in your timeline.
This is SportsLink Digital.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, Papergo toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
SportsLink is the official production partner of Ball State Athletics.
All the chirp you can handle.
Whether you're getting ready for the big game or getting ready for the workday, you always want to start with confidence. Cintas has the essential products and services to help businesses provide a clean, safe environment for their employees and customers. With routine restocking of essential cleaning, hygiene, and safety supplies, on-site cleaning, professional uniform laundering, and testing and inspection of fire equipment and systems. Give everyone the confidence they need to start their day. Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
From trivia night at Brothers and tater tots at Roots.
Never miss a Ball State game with SportsLink Digital.
Selection Sunday brews in the balance, waiting tomorrow. But before we can get there, there's still a few tickets left to be punched. One of them awaits us in these final 10 minutes. Ball State and Toledo.
This is everything. Absolutely everything, Griffin. You got 10 minutes to go. Either your career continues into March or it's over today.
Griffin Leonard here with Brayden Carroll for the final 10 minutes. Rowan Elbert will have Ball State baseball at the conclusion of our coverage today from Muncie, Indiana. That game's underway right now as Toledo has the ball right to left in their first possession. They walked with it. A turnover by Kendall Carruthers. That is her first turnover, the team's 14th. And Ball State forces a stop on their first defensive possession.
Coach Bogus has to find a way to get her squad to dig here. No turnovers, good shots.
Becky around the double screen. to Richard at the left elbow, deep left elbow, drives down low block, switches to the right hand and scores. Tough angle, Alex Richard, it doesn't matter. 16 for the senior Butler transfer.
Kiss the window. 8 shots all inside the arc. Oh man, she's having a day.
Ball State with its largest lead of the game at 5 points. Outside, the 3 from Goss to respond. It misses short. One-hand rebound, the putback good for Jessica Cook.
That's tough. 6'2", the senior. She doesn't want her career to end today.
Toledo needed that one. Lachelle Austin around the stuck screen. Richard has Becky. Fake the handoff, now gives it up. Crossover left, Becky crossover right. Back to the left. Side to side, zigzagging her way through the defense. To Richard, mid-block, turns at the logo in the paint. Left hand, oh, it rolled down but short. Cook with the board. Here goes Carruthers. Toledo down 3 points. McConowitz back to Carruthers. Top of the circle. Guarded by Stuck. Drives to her right shoulder. Tough shot over her shoulder. Missed it. Richard the rebound. And a foul called on Toledo. And the foul goes on Jessica Cook, who puts a hand over her mouth in disbelief.
I'm a bit surprised about that one. She went for the jump ball. She had possession, or I guess a tie-up of possession, but called for the foul. Maybe a little too much from a perspective we can't see up here from our vantage point. That's a tough foul.
Carruthers is going to come out for Dykstra, and then we will see the return for Toledo of Hannah Narofsky, the graduate out of Michigan City High School in Indiana. She comes in for Cook. Elise Stuck is out for Marie Kiefer. Ball State has the lead up 3 points. Becky bounce pass right wing Bischoff. Bischoff yet to dribble, guarded by Faith Fed Robinson. Gives it back to Becky. Becky out by the logo, deep top of the key. Drives in inside the 3-point arc. All the way to the hoop. Missed it long. Kiefer the rebound. She was fouled.
What an effort. Getting up and over McConowitz. The class effort from this Ball State squad. It's unbelievable here, but 4th quarter of the MAC championship, what else would you expect?
Alli Becky baseline left the inbound. Has Bischoff, now gives it to Kiefer. Kiefer tried to get a tough pass into Becky. It finds its target. 15 on the shot clock. Richard, pump fake at the elbow. Drives in, kick out. Kiefer, deep 2, didn't take it. Throws a cutting pass into Bischoff, who was blocked out of bounds. Oh boy. Novorovsky flexes on him with a big block shot that rises Toledo's crowd to its feet. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Ball State will retain possession.
Novorovsky as fearful as Nosferatu. What an effort underneath the cup. Go ahead, get that block.
The arsenal of references is high today, my friend. I love it. 6 seconds on the shot clock. And a foul on the inbound. Ginny Bogus with her hands in the air. That's 3 quick team fouls on Toledo. And how important could that be come the end of the game if Ball State shooting extra free throws?
Cards are 5 of 5 from the stripe today. 100%. You can't take them to the line for free.
So 6 seconds on the shot clock turns to 20, and Ball State inbounds will go take 2. Lachelle Austin the catch. Into Kiefer. Tipped and stolen. McConowitz. McConowitz with steal number 5. She has been electric defensively despite a so-so offensive day. Fed Robinson, guarded by Bischoff. Cross-court McConowitz. Throws a pass inside and a foul called on Alex Richard. Richard's going to pick up her 2nd personal as she was trying to tip the ball away from Novorovsky as it was entry passed into the lane.
I like Ball State's decision to be extra aggressive underneath the basket, but it will lead to those types of fouls.
Back to McConowitz. Ball State is a good team when it comes to generating steals. Offensive foul. Novorovsky pushed Kiefer from behind. A very odd offensive foul. Sends the ball the other way, and Jessica Cook right back in for the graduate senior.
Pushed her from behind, but what drew the contact was the trip as well. Got her foot in the way, and that's a tough one. Completely avoidable.
As we mentioned earlier, Ball State typically a good team in terms of generating turnovers, generating steals. Sammy McConowitz has more steals than the entirety of the Ball State Cardinals roster. Alex Richard hands it off. Bischoff gonna try the triple. Bang! Maddie Bischoff Ball State up and at him in the stands. Up 6.
Tough.
Timeout Toledo. Oh, what a play. 6 minutes and 47 seconds to go. Ball State's bench rushes on the court. They're feeling it in the fourth quarter. 6:47 to go. Ball State 48, Toledo 42. The Mid-American Conference Tournament final resumes when we return. The Cards are chirping in Cleveland.
So just how big is the Mammoth Pizza at Mancino's? How about a big 24-inch round pizza loaded with all of your favorite toppings? Made to order just for you when you call 287-1300. The perfect size for the big game, the next game, or any event that demands not only the best, but the biggest pizza you can order. And Mancino's is ready anytime. Call, wait 10 to 15 minutes, then head to Mancino's for pickup. Man, is it good. When a large pizza isn't enough, you need at least one Mammoth from Mancino's.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has a new, better flavor. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test. Starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Standards. High standards. That's what sets teams apart. It's also what sets us apart at Pridmark Construction. We're not alone in holding our standards high. Ball State University is among those who do. That's why we're proud to sponsor the Ball State Athlete of the Week. High standards in everyday performance is everything in sport, as well as business. Join us in our pursuit of excellence. Join Pridmark Construction for your next building project and in our support of Ball State University's Athlete of the Week.
Minutes and 47 seconds to go in regulation here from Cleveland, Ohio. Ball State and Toledo, the top 2 seeds, earn their way to the championship. Only one of them will put their name in the history books. The 25th anniversary of the Mid-American Conference Tournament being hosted here in Cleveland, Ohio, and Brayden has not disappointed.
Not at all. Back and forth all game long. The Cards with the 6-point advantage, their largest lead of the day, and right now they have to be feeling it. It's all about what's going on in that Toledo huddle right now. Coach Bogus talking with her squad, a first-year head coach trying to be the first year head coach to win the MAC since 2009. Ball State did it. This is a big-time moment for her.
So now this is an opportunity for Ball State to really take over this game. You have Nan Garcia, who has not played well. You have Novorosky, who has not played well. You have Jessica Cook, who is being forced to be out there right now with 4 fouls. They actually have sat her down for Nan Garcia, who is 0 for 7 from the floor. It seems like this is a time where Ball State could theoretically enforce their will down low.
You can go for the kill here.
Nan Garcia left wing. Tosses it for Carruthers. Carruthers top of the key. Dykstra on the right side of the arc. To the left elbow. Garcia thought about it. Finds the cutting pass. It's tipped by Richard and picked off by Becky. Ball State 48, Toledo 42. Cards by 6. Richard off the catch. Got it. 2. Assist from Becky. That is her 4th assist. And Richard has another one.
Swing it, Becky. Around the merry-go-round. Beautiful.
Richard steals the ball and generates a foul. The ball's going the other way, and Alex Richard will shoot free throws. What an athletic play. She dove in there for the steal and then was fouled from behind. 2 free throws coming for Alex Richard, and that is the most pumped up I've seen Brady Sally in this tournament. Full fist bump from Muncie's coach.
His squad is going deep. They have been completely rejuvenated since the halftime break. You gotta dig deep if you want to go to the ballroom.
Ball State 50, Toledo 42. There's 6 minutes and 14 seconds to go. That was the 5th team foul on Toledo. I'll be honest, I'm not sure why Ball State isn't shooting free throws unless they called that an offensive foul, but it looked like the ball was loose. Alli Becky gets the ball tipped. It will be no backcourt violation, though Ginny Boggins wanted it. Now she gets the ball nearly stolen from her, commits the foul. It was tipped away by Destiny Robinson. Becky fouled her trying to get it back.
That's just good defense by Robinson, not losing her head after losing that call in the half-court violation, keeping with the defense, and Becky wasn't able to dribble around her.
Inbound into Destiny Robinson. Ball State 50, Toledo 42. The Rockets trail by 8. Under 6 to play in regulation. Robinson, the screen from Garcia, tosses right wing Goss. Goss has Garcia posted up, instead goes into the corner. Hands it off, that is Carruthers. Carruthers, double team comes on the perimeter. McConowitz, swing pass, far corner. Inside, Robinson switches it again, three-pointer Goss. They needed it, they didn't get it. Off the front rim, Becky the board.
Great feed, right shot, just didn't get that one to fall. That's tough for Goss.
The Cardinals with their biggest lead of the game. They can make it double digits for the first time at the bucket here. Kiefer rises up from the elbow. Back rim, no good. Bouncing ball out of bounds. It will go to Toledo. Alex Richard hands on her head, but Brady Sally says, hey, we're good. Let's go play some defense.
And from my vantage point, that looked like the right call. It did seem to be off of Richard, and that's a tough one. Another missed possession for the Cards. Maybe a chance there to go up double digits. Now Toledo, a big opportunity to cut into this lead.
Goss, Carruthers, Fed Robinson, McConowitz, and Destiny Robinson, the 5 on the floor for the Rockets. Right elbow for McConowitz. Only 5 points on the game for the senior for Toledo. Left wing, Carruthers, handoff, Fed Robinson. Guarded by Kiefer. Kiefer gave her some space. She threw the ball away. Lachelle Austin with the steal. In transition, guarded by Carruthers. Lobs it in, Richard, unmarked, layup good. 10-point lead, Ball State. Timeout again for Toledo. Can you feel it?
Missed assignment. Wow, that was a big mistake. Fed Robinson went to Becky as she was driving inside, opens up the other elbow. There's Richard, and there's the finish. The Cards are chirping, my friend.
52-42. We'll step aside for our floater break. We'll be back. Cardinals by double digits for the first time today. And just 4:34 to hold on for their first tournament title in 16 years. Griffin, Leonard, and Brayden Carroll will have the rest when we return. Ball State basketball here on the SportsLink Digital Radio Network, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
So just how big is the Mammoth Pizza at Mancino's? How about a big 24-inch round pizza loaded with all of your favorite toppings? Made to order just for you when you call 287-1300. The perfect size for the big game, the next game, or any event that demands not only the best, but the biggest pizza you can order. And Mancino's is ready anytime. Call, wait 10 to 15 minutes, then head to Mancino's for pickup. Man, is it good. When a large pizza isn't enough, you need at least one Mammoth from Mancino's.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has a new, better flavor. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test. Starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Standards. High standards. That's what sets teams apart. It's also what sets us apart at Pridemark Construction. We're not alone in holding our standards high. Ball State University is among those who do. That's why we're proud to sponsor the Ball State Athlete of the Week. High standards in everyday performance is everything in sport, as well as business. Join us in our pursuit of excellence. Join Pridemark Construction for your next building project and in our support of Ball State University's Athlete of the Week.
4 minutes, 34 seconds to go in Cleveland, Ohio. I've heard there's some rain in Muncie and in Indiana, but there is a storm brewing in Cleveland right now. The Cardinals have been on a tear in quarter number 4, outscoring the Rockets 9-2. And the Rockets have not scored in the last 4.5 minutes. Brayden starting to feel a little bit better. What do the Cardinals need to do to close things out here in the final 4 minutes and plus.
Keep on finding your shot in the mid-range. Alli Becky, off ball or with the ball. Be the facilitator. Force the ball and the double team into your hands. Find other players. And Griffin, you mentioned that there's a storm brewing here. Well, you know, NASA rules say you can't fly a rocket in storms.
Thank you very much, Brayden. 4.5 to go in quarter number 4. Griffin Leonard here with Brayden Carroll. SportsLink Digital Radio as the Cardinals lead by 10. It's McConowitz, top of the key, dribbles right elbow all the way down to the block, left the layup long, bounce around, rebound, grabbed by Bischoff. Another defensive stop for the Cardinals, who will have held Toledo scoreless for 5 minutes by the time they get the ball back.
Perilous flight to the cup by McConowitz. Too much traffic down there.
Becky left elbow, inside Kiefer, the cutter, no. Richard, offensive board, put back, good. Alex Richard has taken over this contest. 54-42. Three-pointer Robertson on the other end. It missed long. Offensive rebound, Goss, who hit the deck, and a jump ball is going to be called, setting the possession of Ball State with 3 minutes and 42 seconds to go.
It's slipping away from Toledo. They need to come up with some defensive stops. That mid-range jumper, that attack down low by Ball State has been brutal to the Rockets' chances. They need to find a way here.
Ball State, or rather Toledo, is 1 for 6 from the floor in the opening 6 minutes of this fourth quarter. Ball State fans in Cleveland are getting loud. Alex Richard at the free throw line, dribbles down low. Richard, right hand, left it long. Overcooked the layup. It's McConowitz the other way. McConowitz to Carruthers. Carruthers, open row, got it. Toledo break the scoreless streak, and they cut the lead to 10. It's 54-44, 3:10 to go in the game.
Cradle the baby, kiss it off the glass. That's beautiful from Robinson.
Becky, top of the key. Steps back, passes off to Richard. Richard, hands off, no, she keeps it herself. Drives in on Cook, left hand, scores. Jessica Cook can't be too aggressive. She's battling with 4 fouls, and Richard takes full advantage. McConowitz, guarded by Kiefer. Ball State by a dozen, crossover left. McConowitz beats Kiefer and scores. Sammy McConowitz scores, and she's up to 7.
To the window, that's tough. You need that bucket. 2:30, double digits.
2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Time running out for Toledo. They've got to generate a couple of stops. The Cardinals have scored on their last 3 possessions. Richard to make it 4, yes! 2-point jump shot from the free throw line, 58-46.
Trigger happy with the accuracy of an elite Navy SEAL.
McConowitz inside, fouled, and it rolls around and drops. +1 for McConowitz with the toilet bowl shot with 2:04 to go, can cut it to single digits.
What a flush. A little drama from the rim.
Dan Garcia, back for Toledo.
One shot for Sammy McConowitz. She had 13 points and 11 rebounds, a double-double yesterday. 9 and 7 today, make it 10 and 7 as she gets into double digits for back-to-back days. We'll see Fed Robinson back in for Carruthers. 2:04 to go. Certainly manageable for Toledo, but they've got to get a stop. Becky double-teamed, passes to Kiefer. Kiefer across the timeline to Bischoff. Now Austin. Austin, fade pass. Richard, fouled by Garcia. Man Garcia got airborne. That's foul number 4. And Alex Richard will shoot 2 shots.
Alex Richard, shooting 2.
And a bad day just keeps getting worse for Garcia. No points, 0 of 7 from the field. 5 turnovers and 4 fouls.
That's a ridiculous stat line. For somebody who averages 8 points a game, just 1 turnover a game, the 6th player of the year has not stepped up when the lights have shown the brightest. The free throw goes down for Alex Richard.
You can feel it.
2 shots Two makes at the free throw line. Alex Richard makes it 60-49. A minute 50 to go. Faith Fed Robinson. Rockets need a bucket. She drives all the way to the cup. Left it short. Rebound to Becky. And this Ball State crowd rises back to its feet. Alex Richard missed the layup. She missed the layup. Oh, boy.
That would have been the most beautiful outlet transition I've ever seen.
Destiny Robinson, excuse me, outside. The pump fake, Nan Garcia, the triple off her back foot. She knocks it down. Nan Garcia is on the scoreboard, folks. 60-52. It's an 8-point game with a minute 18 to go.
I don't know who needed that more, Garcia or her team as a whole. Back to single digits.
Kiefer strolls across the half-court line. Garcia playing catch-up. Bounce pass, Richard. They're going to slow things down. 1 minute to play in Cleveland. 60-52. Ball State fans on their feet as they have been the entirety of the fourth quarter. Alli Becky, one-hand pass. Kiefer blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cardinals with 1 second on the shot clock. Timeout, Brady Sally.
This is tough. 1 second. I mean, the only thing that you could realistically do is tap it in. You can't trust that that's a full second on the shot clock. You have to trust that it's under, or at least play as though it's under 1 second. And I'm sure Coach Sali is saying, if you get the ball, don't even bother shooting it. Just tap, just hit it. If you have to, I mean, let's play a little volleyball out here and just set that thing up. See what happens.
Typically a decent way to gauge performance of a team. You look at how many timeouts they've had to take over the course of the game. Brady Sally just called his first timeout 39 minutes and 13 seconds into this 40-minute contest.
He just has so much confidence in this squad. The core four that's been with him for the past 4 years. He doesn't doubt them for a second. And Ball State here in the second half, they've outright dominated, up by as much as double digits in this one. And right now, 48 seconds left. You have to feel good.
Alli Becky, the inbounder, just 1 second. They get it into Richard, and that clock expired real fast. I don't think they had a full second. That may have been .1.
Definitely not. And going for the shot wasn't the right decision. You gotta just tap it up.
45 seconds to go in this game. Toledo needs a bucket. Here's Destiny Robinson. Makanowitz. Offensive foul. It's called on Novorovsky. And that feels like the nail in the coffin. Makanowitz had a wide open three. She never got to take it.
Illegal screen down low in the block. Unnecessary too, way far from the ball. That's brutal.
Marie Kiefer, the inbounder for Ball State. They get it into Becky. Double team comes. Becky steps around it. And a timeout called by Brady Sally, though it probably wasn't necessary.
You have so many timeouts in your back pocket, though. You might as well start burning them. Gives you an opportunity to talk to your team. It's crunch time. You're up 8 points. Everything needs to be executed perfectly. You can't give up turnovers here and keep the Rockets with their hopes.
38 seconds to go in this contest. For Ball State, of course, you tried to avoid turnovers, but how do you just close out this game?
Clean inbounds, make your free throws. If Toledo decides they're going to foul them, which I'm sure they will, at least for the next 2 possessions. And then from there, it just depends on whether Toledo can make their shots. Stout defense. You can't give up threes, especially. If Toledo wants to waste time, let a play develop and hit the cup, that takes off much more time than 3-pointers. You can't give up open threes and chances for the Rockets.
What a day for Alex Richard, 28 points. They get it up to Becky, throws a deep pass. Oh, is that Patrick Mahomes? She gets it to Bischoff. And it was Lachelle Austin that was fouled, 28 to go. That was probably a 25-yard pass.
A long bomb by Alli Becky, and I don't know what the Rockets were thinking. So much time just went off the clock, about 10 seconds. You gotta foul quick. They had many opportunities there between the backcourt Cardinals passing it around. I don't know what happened there. Maybe a lack of communication. but the complete wrong decision.
Lachelle Austin at the free throw line for the first time, and her shot rattles out. That's the first missed free throw from the Ball State Cardinals today. They were 7 for 7, now make it 87.5% at 7 for 8. Lachelle Austin trying to split the trip, put the Cardinals up 9. She does so successfully. 61-52, 28 seconds to go. Here goes Robinson for the Rockets. Robinson around Becky in the lane. Got the shot to go off the glass for 2, and Austin is quickly fouled again with 21.8 to go on the game clock. It's 61-54. Ball State leads by 7 and will shoot 2 free throws.
Toledo's in such a tough situation right now. You basically have to score on every possession. That's a strong start, but man, is the comeback looking improbable right now.
Ball State's fans have been on their feet for 15 minutes now, as Lachelle Austin rattles in the first free throw.
What a tournament she's had.
One more shot for Lachelle Austin, and it is a 2-for-2 trip at the line. Timeout Toledo, 63-54 with 22 seconds to go. Toledo will have the ball after this quick timeout. So if you're Toledo, Brayden, what are you like? At this point, you've got to just shoot the 3 ball, right? They've gone inside the last 2 possessions. They've gotten points, but they can't just trade points and free throws for the next 22 seconds. They're not going to get anywhere.
You have to take a 3. You're down 9 points, so really, if I am Coach Bogus right now, I'm thinking if we hit a 3, it's a 2-possession game for 3 seconds, because no way Ball State goes 0 for 2 from their trip. If they do, fantastic, but we can't bet on that. So you have to take a 3 here. You probably have to take a 3 on your next possession after that, and then maybe depending on whether Ball State misses or makes their free throws, you can decide, all right, let's set up something quick and go to the cup. But for now, you're thinking 3s. You can't think anything else. Too much time will go down. You're playing against the clock and against the Cardinals right now.
22 seconds to go. While we're still in the break, I want to give a big shout out to Evan Cummings and Jude Kiefer. Just spotted Evan in the mezzanine level. They've done amazing with their content over the course of this tournament. Look out for more. At the conclusion of this one, McConowitz gets the inbound and is fouled by Becky with 20 seconds to go. You've heard of the foul up 3. Have you ever heard of the foul up 9?
I haven't, and I don't really get that. Now you have an inbound opportunity for Toledo to swing out to the corner, to the wing maybe here, and it looked like that was going to be drive inside that would shoot clock.
The Cardinals had a foul to give, so it's an inbound for the Rockets. They get it out deep to McConowitz. Sam McConowitz going to spin in on Kiefer, lays it in off the glass. It's a 7-point game. Kiefer looking for an inbounder, and Brady Sally gets the timeout called with 15 seconds to go. The Cardinals will bring the ball into the half court, up 7 after the timeout.
That does nothing for you. 7 seconds gone, 2 points earned. That does nothing for you.
It's still a 3-possession game. You're probably going to need 4 unless you can generate turnover after turnover.
That's just brutal. So much clock went down. And now I don't see it happening. How can you score 7+ points in 15 seconds? Having to run the full court, I don't get it. That should have been a 3.
After the McConowitz 2, she's up to 12 points, 7 rebounds, 5 steals. But it's Cardinals basketball. They have 2 in the half court, 2 in the back court. Maddie Bischoff is the inbounder. Toledo playing man-to-man defense here. Becky receives the basketball. She's going to go to the cup, lays it in with 12.8 to go. 9-point lead. Carruthers on the other end. She'll drive in. Gets the shot to go off the glass with 7 seconds to go. Into Becky. No more fouls. Cardinal fans, put on your dancing shoes. Ball State has won the 2025 Mid-American Conference Tournament and has booked its place in the NCAA tournament. For the first time in 16 years, the Ball State Cardinals are going dancing.
Put on your finest attire. Here we go, man. What a moment. Coach Sali, a big embrace with his coaching staff. Unreal, just a phenomenal performance. The outright MAC regular season champs, and they complete the sweep. 3-0 in Cleveland. They're heading to the NCAA tournament.
Absolutely incredible work from this team, from this staff. The culmination of a near perfect season. Starting the regular season undefeated for the first month and a half. And just pure domination in the quarterfinals and semifinals. It wasn't pretty in the championship, but the Cardinals win the fourth quarter, and that's all they needed.
That's the beautiful thing about basketball in the tournament when everything's on the line. It doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to be a win. The Cardinals dug so deep, it really felt like Toledo controlled the first half. Even though it was close, it felt like the Rockets had the advantage and the momentum. And with the alma mater playing for Toledo, their season's over. It's brutal for them. They had a fantastic run this season as the 2 seed. Give them a lot of props, but Rocket Arena, it's Cardinal red. The spotlight's all around. What a day. What a day to be a Ball State fan. The core 4, they did it in their final year.
What a day indeed. They'll hand out trophies. They'll announce the all-tournament team. We will have that coverage for you as we just kind of take it in. 65-58. Ball State. The Cardinals are the queens of the Mid-American Conference in 2025. They will head to the NCAA tournament. The last time the Ball State Cardinals were in the NCAA tournament was in 2009. First-year coach Kelly Packard led the Cardinals there. They upset Tennessee in the first round. And who's to say a team like this couldn't go out and do the same?
They've faced so many tough opponents. We said in the pregame, 4 top 50 teams in net they battled. South Dakota State, Columbia, Ohio State, North Carolina. They have 2 wins over top 100 teams in net. Davidson, Northern Iowa. They're battle-born. They're ready for March.
65-58. We will step aside very shortly. When we come back, we will hang around for a bit as we hear the announcements for tournament MVP, all-tournament team, and of course, the Cardinals getting to hoist the Mid-American Conference Tourney Trophy, the 25th anniversary of the Mid-American Conference. The first one, Ball State men's basketball took it home in 2000. Now 25 years later, the Ball State women's basketball Cardinals are tournament champions. Griffin, Leonard here with Brayden, Carroll. We'll step aside and be back. The Cardinals are champs, folks. What a time to be alive. We'll be right back on SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
So just how big is the Mammoth Pizza at Mancino's? How about a big 24-inch round pizza loaded with all of your favorite toppings? Made to order just for you when you call 287-1300. The perfect size for the big game, the next game, or any event that demands not only the best, but the biggest pizza you can order. And Mancino's is ready anytime. Call, wait 10 to 15 minutes, then head to Mancino's for pickup. Man, is it good. When a large pizza isn't enough, you need at least one Mammoth from Mancino's.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has a new, better flavor. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test. Starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Standards. High standards. That's what sets teams apart. It's also what sets us apart at Pridmark Construction. We're not alone in holding our standards high. Ball State University is among those who do. That's why we're proud to sponsor the Ball State Athlete of the Week. High standards and everyday performance is everything in sport, as well as business. Join us in our pursuit of excellence. Join Pridemark Construction for your next building project and in our support of Ball State University's Athlete of the Week.
Taking in the sights and sounds of Rocket Arena as it's lit up in Cardinal red. Embraces, lots of high fives. It's been a long time coming for Coach Brady Sallee, who has fought off some of the doubters, Brayden. Those who said he couldn't get it done in March. And with one of the best teams to ever grace the court of Worthen Arena, he has risen to that challenge.
His 400th career win. The most special win he could have asked for. He has done what a lot of people doubted he could do. 4 straight 20-win seasons, and he's done it today. What a squad.
The all-tournament team getting announced here in venue. Sammy McConowitz from Toledo, one of those that had gotten named. Of course, Alli Becky and Alex Richard, 2 of those members. And there certainly could have been others on the roster that really deserved it as well.
What a special week for Alex Richard. 2 weeks, rather.
Just announced here in arena, Alli Becky, your tournament MVP. Both her and Alex Richard so deserving, and I was torn of who to vote for. But Alli Becky, your tournament MVP. Alex Richard and Alli, 2 of the core 4 that have been honored in the all-tournament team, and now we see heading out to the stage the entire team one by one. A handshake, a medal, a touch, a kiss of the trophy. And what a moment just to culminate after the entirety of the season, the ups and the downs. The payoff is truly so sweet.
There was one point in this season where Ball State had back-to-back MAC losses to Toledo and to Kent State, and this team suffered so much doubt from that, but they immediately came back together, went on a 4-game winning streak to end the regular season. And here in the MAC tournament, who did they beat in the final games? Kent State and Toledo. That's redemption for you.
Absolute redemption. A winning record over every single team in the Mid-American Conference. And what a stage to do it on. It's not a home game by any stretch. Over 1,000 roaring Toledo fans made their mark on this game in various aspects. But it was the Cardinal in white that roared strong and true throughout quarter 4. And still so as the members of the Ball State Cardinal team get brought up to the stage one by one.
Toledo deserves so much credit, Griffin. You know, you have to think that they'll be back. They have 6 freshmen on this squad. They lose a lot of their veteran core. 4 grads, 1 senior gone, but first-year head coach Jenny Bogus, I know that they think they'll be back next year.
And of course, mentioned earlier, Elise Stuck, Malia Johnson, the only 2 with NCAA tournament experience. That is going to change in the next week. Jeff Mitchell and Jeffrey Mearns, president of the university, both getting some recognition as well, and we'll see the coaching staff get their flowers. It's really a team effort. You hear about the core 4. You hear about Alex, you hear about Marie, you hear about Maddie, you hear about Alli, but even outside of the roster itself, there's so many pieces that go into a puzzle like this. This team has every right to celebrate.
There's a reason why Coach Salih rather liked the term Staff of the Year than Coach of the Year. This team, this staff has done so much, and they have earned every bit of this moment.
Brady Salih embracing the commissioner of the Mid-American Conference. Gets the game ball and will get to put their hands on that trophy as the confetti falls in Rocket Arena. Once again, the Ball State Cardinals are the 2025 Mid-American Conference Tournament champions. They double up after a regular season title, and they lift the trophy.
Hoist it to the heavens.
Ball State Cardinals heading to the NCAA Tournament Selection Sunday coming up tomorrow night. We'll see where the Cardinals get placed. I'm hoping it's within driving distance as we look forward to seeing these Cards shine on the biggest of stages, a stage that they've undoubtedly deserved. That will just about wrap up our coverage here from Rocket Arena. Brayden, any final thoughts as we sign off for the final time?
What a season, what a ride. You can't count this team out ever. They've been through so much, and here they are at the precipice, at the peak, the summit of the Mid-American Conference. And you know what, Griffin? I said you can't doubt this team. Don't doubt them in March. They're ready.
Well, as confetti continues to fall from the high terrace of Rocket Arena in Cleveland, Ohio, we will say goodbye. For Brayden Carroll, for Jude Kiefer and Evan Cummings, our social team, I am Griffin Leonard saying so long from Cleveland, Ohio. Thanks for taking the ride with us. It's been a lot of fun, and we are stoked that the ride for these girls is not quite over. Final score from Cleveland, 65-58. Ball State wins the Mid-American Conference Tournament over the Toledo Rockets and etches their name into the history books. Thank you for tuning in to SportsLink Digital Radio presented by Victory Honda of Muncie. Stay tuned. Rowan Elbert has the call. Ball State baseball at it at home. We'll turn that over to him shortly. Chirp, chirp. Go Cards. We'll see you on the other side.
This has been a production of SportsLink Digital Radio.